A radio. A Sonio. The knob twisting back and forth. A connection to another device. A very cheap handheld communicator. There's a familiar screen on it, and it distorts for a second. The hand operating it covered in some kind of maroon shell. It taps away for a moment. A familiar name appears. Theseus. A message begins typing out. We cut back to the group in the choral church. Despite the color and despite the singing of the penitents, the place feels a little empty, a little hollow. You're okay, you're alive, but you're also worn down. Despite your flesh being mended back together, your mind and your heart still lag behind. I think, yeah. How does that impact the group? What are people looking like?
Asia looks like shit. She has looked like shit. She's been looking like shit. And yet, somehow, it got worse. She's tired. She's barely slept. There are even more like rings and bags under her eyes. I wouldn't say she's limping, but she's not moving. She's not walking. Oh my god, I walked with. She's not walking with a sense of urgency. That. Um, it's. She ain't good.
Yeah, Mako's definitely struggling. She had a rough last fight, and she was pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
I think Flux, like normally, she doesn't necessarily. You can't see her face, obviously, but how she normally compensates for that is exaggerated body movements whenever she communicates. So even passively, she's normally communicating her mood, which is generally happy and upbeat by like kind of like swinging her legs when she's sitting or like kind of like rocking from side to side, and just overall just like happy stimming essentially. But in this instance, she is perfectly still.
I think Locke is he looks so tired, but I think he looks just a little bit like bittersweetly happy because he made it out of the fucking brine pools.
Yeah, I think
Like that really tired smirk, kind of.
for kind of an interesting effect, if possible, I'd like you all to roll to perceive something, and specifically the kind of like vibes that we're going for. It's something to do with like nature and hunting, something to do with you guys being something to do with last hunt, let's say. So tell me what you can add to that. Nerves is
I'm great at
definitely
hunting.
Are y'all rolling separately or together?
separately, and I think the idea here is whoever notices this, or whoever has the highest, is going to be the person to notice this.
What base stat will this be?
This is definitely nerves.
Hell yeah.
I'm not terrible at those. Okay.
I don't know if I have shit for this.
You said
I
it's
was
kind
like,
of nature-y. Is this in the water?
well,
I do not feel like this is a fish in the water scenario.
Well, I was gonna say stream catchers
No.
to kind of like use that to move around to see if I
Nope.
see it. No, cool.
no, we're like this is like remembering shit.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I use every new hunt to learn how to not fucking die like an animal. Can I use to not become prey because I'm reflecting on that like constantly?
Yes, absolutely.
Similarly, may I use food chain as well because I'm obviously emotionally impacted by this, and this is more of my emotional connected to my place in the food chain. So it makes
Um,
me more perception of those things.
And this is just perception.
I'll say yes, Flux.
Like go.
Blinder question mark? Light it up a
Oh.
little bit.
Yes. Interesting. So yeah, something about light definitely helps.
Can I use
Would Eclipser
Hans
also?
dismantled for any reason?
No. Eclipser
Okay.
also does not help. Neither of those.
Okay. What about second responder?
Hmm.
Second responder, because I'm like, I see everyone's kind of. I don't know if everyone's kind of looking around, but I'm like, ooh, I'll do that too.
It's not something around you. I
Mm,
don't think. No, I don't think that helps.
okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think Deja is
Honestly,
adequately lost in her
all
own
I
thoughts.
I think all I've got is nerves and blinder.
Okay.
Can I use lock and key?
Yes.
It's like a
Wait,
second perspective
you can
to
use
maybe
not the emotional bond, but whatever the physical
the
item is, or like
arcane.
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. You can use that, but not the bond.
Okay, I got my roll.
Okay.
What about, does the choir caller help for any reason?
Which one is that?
That was my
Oh.
the phone.
No, it does not.
Okay. What about my motorcycle?
No.
Okay, never mind. I'm just gonna roll.
I was gonna
My-
say I think I just have my nerves and like.
Well, I got a
Mm,
2. That's not bad.
My dice aren't showing up on the bottom
I
of my
got a 1.
screen.
Did you? Oh, wait. They're not showing up on your bottom when you. Did you? Are you sure you clicked fucking flux when you entered this?
I'm gonna restart Hex. I definitely didn't. I clicked a mouse because I was curious what
Oh.
his sheet looked like when I started the program. I was like, ooh.
LMAO.
yes.
Oh, I clicked Deja this time. God damn it. Okay, hold on. My brain is moving too fast. Okay.
Speaking of
Only,
mouse,
only I'm allowed to be in control of Deja, and also the other.
and
The
also
other
Only-
12 people in
Yeah.
line.
Also, the other Deja. Yeah, yeah. Uh huh.
Yeah.
Um,
It's just
real-
me.
real quick, speaking of mouse, I would like everyone to go to the world tab. I have added a new drawing.
Oh my god, I got a fucking 1.
Moose.
You're kidding
I got
me.
Okay.
Deja got a fat 0, which
Okay.
honestly makes sense for her. given-
Locke, I'm gonna send you something. It is up to you whether you tell anybody else.
Oh.
Did you
Oh
see a
boy.
picture of my character before this? Because that's him exactly.
Thank you. His
Yes.
name is Moose.
Okay, it took me a
Moose.
second to remember that you were lime coke enjoyer. Um,
Indeed.
yeah. Did you get the message?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
disconcerting.
Okay, cool. Nice noticing that. Anyway,
Yeah.
so I think the other thing you guys notice around the church is again you're in the large mess hall that is essentially the entrance to the church, probably where you spent like 95% of the time. I think the only times that you guys have like gone away from that are to go into like one of the choir offices, especially during your first time becoming a hunter. Um, But yeah, the in the mass hall, you can see that there are there's a small team of hunters who is talking to Samson and seem decently upset. Um,
Oh no.
and there is another group a little bit away from Samson that you guys remember had just talked to him, and they're also just kind of like sitting on the benches nearby, tapping their feet. Um, yeah. Oh, one
I
last thing I would
wanted to
say
talk
is
to him, so go ahead.
so no, no.
Oh my
Last
God.
thing I was going to say is you guys are also currently owed 4,000 pearls.
We gotta go get it.
Flex about to go up and go, money, please.
Oh my God.
Um,
Yeah.
Yeah, I do think that Flux, upon seeing that there's other people around, and that, you know, it's kind of like a snap back to reality. It's like, oh, okay, I gotta behave like a normal person now. And so, like a normal person, she very quickly, but gracefully saunters up with her, you know, big ass skirt, kind of like fluttering behind her as she's like, kind of like doing a light jog,
Yeah.
and then puts both hands behind her back and just like leans forward and is like just like staring up at Samson expectantly.
Are you staring up? It's oh, I guess if you're like half bending, then yes. Um,
Yes.
okay, I was about to be like, I don't know, which one of you is taller? I don't know.
I don't know. That's actually a really good question. We might be the same height.
I think Samson's like pretty. I think he's like 5'5". He's like a little short.
Oh, Flux is shorter than 5'5" for sure.
Okay, okay. Anyway, double looking up at him. And so yeah, Samson is trying to explain something to the other hunters, and you immediately get some side eye, um, as you get like someone looks you up and down, very obviously looking at the fact that you're wearing your shell in the church, and also interrupting their conversation. Um, and yeah, Samson just kind of like holds a hand up, like, sorry, and then like turns to you. Hey, Flux.
Hi. We finished. I'm
Right,
really
right.
tired.
Oh, okay. I don't think. Well, I mean, I guess you could sit down on some of and he like points over to some of the benches, and like most of them are full of like upset hunters, and it's like, okay, maybe not. What? How can I help?
We kind of took a beating. And also, I kind of just wanted to talk to you. And also, why is everybody in a bad mood? That's also kind of putting me in a bad mood, but not really. I'm okay.
Ah, I I don't think this is gonna help. And then he taps his tablet a couple times and then turns it around. And you've seen this menu on his tablet before. It's to like the queue of different like hunts for people to go on, and it is completely empty. There are no like quests queued up. And yeah, it becomes immediately clear that all of these hunters are upset because there's literally nothing for them to do, and probably
So
they need
you're,
money.
so you're telling me we did such a great job that there's no more jobs?
For now, I guess. Um,
Well, guess we'll
unless,
have to find other things to hunt.
yeah, he kind of like laughs and smiles, and then like his eyes dart away and then back, and then uh, yeah, yeah. And then he like presses a couple buttons. You guys probably want to get paid, huh?
I mean, to me, it's about the experience, but I'm sure these guys would love to get paid. And she gestures to everybody else, inviting them to
Yeah.
interject.
4,000 gets put into your like group account and split up between you. You are now at 6,500, with 3,000 on the way, assuming you can get Theseus to not quit. Yeah. Yeah. Samson kind of smiles, and then the hunters that were speaking to him, one of them just kind of like throws their hands up and like starts walking away, walking back towards the port that leads to the ferry to get the fuck out of here. Um, yeah, and Samson kind of like looks deflated. Okay. Also the Reef Mother is like completely booked, and I would like to talk to her about the whole, the hunters can't do anything right now, but she's busy.
Busy with what?
I don't know. And he just kind of like holds up a calendar, and it just said it's like the fucking like Teams menu where like you can see like a calendar, and it's literally just, they have no descriptions. It literally just says meeting.
Flux looks at that and then at Samson, and she goes, "I don't know how to read. Remember?"
Oh.
Meetings.
Wait,
Flux.
but you typed to okay.
I have voice to text, or you have voice to text.
You have voice to text to speech.
Or
No,
text
you
to speech.
speech-
Shit, no!
Speech to text.
There you go.
Both,
Thanks.
presumably.
She
Yeah,
has
text to
no.
voice.
She can't type either. Her fingers, her claws go through the.
Oh my god. All right. um.
Yeah. Says meetings, Flux. Just meetings.
Well, that doesn't seem very helpful.
No.
Someone should
No.
go tell her. I can't.
No, I see. I
No,
think
no,
that-
please.
Yeah. Look, I think normally I would give a lot more of a shit about this and like the problems that this is, but you know what? We've I'm a little strung out, and I think I'd like to get a drink and go to sleep.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that
Not amenable
makes sense.
to the rest, or just me. Or that's fine. It's fine if it's just me.
Mm.
And it's not even like there's anything that we're gonna be missing out. Nothing in the queue.
Yeah. Samson kind of like looks out the window to this kind of like pseudo stained glass. I mean, I'd love to join you, but I think if I leave, I don't think this. Not that this can really turn into a violent place, but I don't think these people are gonna be happy.
Flux makes like a disappointed groan in her helmet.
I know, Flux. I'm sorry.
I just wanted to win.
What do you? We did. We just got paid.
Well, I wanted an easy win.
We're not
Yeah.
dead. We got money. I think we're gonna be all right.
Thank you.
Well, I guess you guys could go take a well-earned break. You guys kind of look like you need to sleep.
I hope I can.
Okay. And yeah.
Theseus, I do not Theseus, fuck. Holy shit. Samson, I do have a question that I need to ask you. But I mean, if you're busy, then I don't have to.
Yeah, he flips around the Teams menu again, and then this time it's his calendar, and it's just fucking empty. Do you want to go to my office, or?
Yeah, I'd love to go to your office. It'll be really quick, you guys. I just have some bugs I need to work out.
Huh?
Some
Yeah,
bugs.
he looks scared.
It's bugs. Don't worry about it.
Have fun. In case we end up just, I don't know. If we get separated, Flux, you know you can crash at my place if you want to.
Oh, I always know where you guys are.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. You know what? Yeah.
In the background, Theseus gets a message, and Theseus kind of like looks down at their phone and then like looks to the door, and like at you guys, like either gonna go chill or like go to the bar and have a nice time, and
It's my dad. I have to go.
Oh.
Nice.
Oh my god. Hi, Io.
Ohio.
Ohio.
Ohio. Yeah, and Theseus kind of like points down at the message and shrugs and starts walking towards the port to get out of here.
Oh.
Okay. I think in
Please, are we
Samson.
sure? Are we sure that guy is not going to try to like kill us off us or something like that?
What?
What do you mean? What?
If if he wants to kill someone, let him kill me.
No.
I know that you
Nope.
said that we're a team. I know. I'm aware.
No one's getting killed.
I don't want to get killed. I suppose I'm just saying if someone has to take the fault for it, is where I'm at. But yes, I agree. I don't really feel like getting killed.
He's also not down here, so unless he's down here, we have nothing to worry about. And no parent's gonna kill their child.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, look, I don't want that to happen, but
No, none of us do. Look,
I'm just thinking, you know, we trash the house, maybe killed the servant. Look, it's all of us. It's all of us.
I didn't kill the servants. I
Look. I'm
have to-
past. I'm
Locke,
I'm
I have
past.
to believe. I have to believe.
Whatever happened, it's in the past. Let's just. I know. Let's just move on. We deal with the repercussions as they come. No one's dying, except for those soldiers, guards. But you know, it'll be okay. We're in this together.
Fine. Okay.
Okay.
If
I
it
think
means
we-
anything, Deja, I think you did a great job.
Okay.
Thanks.
I think we cut to
Flux.
Samson's office with Flux. Yeah, Samson has his like chair rolled back against the wall, and is just kind of like smiling at you, slightly concerned.
Hi, so crazy to find you here. I just had a couple of things to ask you.
Yeah, sure, of course. And he like gets
Is
his
there
tablet out.
somewhere for me to sit on?
Oh yeah, and he like pulls another chair out, and then immediately once it's like out, he retreats back to his chair and sits back down.
Okay, she walks past the chair and sits on the desk.
Oh my god! Yeah, his face bright red, and then he looks away from you.
Okay, so I've just been running some things through my head. Because were you able to really watch anything that happened down there? I don't really know what your eyes see when you're up here and we're down there.
Well, I have lots of like data from y'all's shells, and there's also I think Locke sent me some telemetry stuff from Key for just like a little bit. Give me some temporary access.
Some temporary access.
Yeah, face somehow brighter.
Okay, well, so I'm just gonna give you the rundown because I mean, you're obviously really smart and know a lot about these kinds of things. But when I was down there, a little something interesting happened. Um, I think there's a bug in my suit. And you're so smart that I think you can solve this problem for me by getting it out of me.
Okay, you've got a suit engineer on your team. Locke. He could. I mean, what do you mean by bug? And you can see like there's like a little interest behind his eyes.
It's just a little something I picked up, going out and about. I don't know if it's exactly like, I don't know. I guess I'm just curious what, your stance would be on it or, how to heal that. So sometimes I just get this little thing in my head. And not the normal thing that happens in my head. And then I just kind of lose track of everything. And then I wake up, I'm like, oh wow, I have somebody in my claws and I'm biting at them, and I didn't want to do that.
Yeah, he tries to back his chair up further, and it does not work. What? How? how many times this happened?
Oh, just once. Just the
Oh.
last time.
When?
Mm, I don't know, when I was fighting that big brine alligator thing.
Oh, so like an hour ago?
Yeah, like an hour ago.
Okay.
So it might happen again. She
Yeah.
like puts up her claws.
He holds his tablet up between you and his chest, and uh, I, I don't know. You got taken control of by your suit? Is that what you're saying?
Mm, I think it's something in my suit. My suit has never done anything like this to me before. It's not my suit's fault.
Right.
We have a great relationship.
Oh, okay. Um, I don't know. And he like starts going through some stuff on his tablet, trying to find information about this. I There's not really many reports of a bug in someone's suit that makes them lose control. I don't know.
Hmm.
I'm sorry. I do want to help. I just I think maybe your team would probably be a better people to ask.
Yeah, no,
Like
it's
Locke, you know.
okay. Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. Well, is there the thing that, I sent you that message about? Have you gotten anything back on that in the past hour, or have you had your hands tied?
I have had my hands tied. I Well, I mean, I guess if you could like take off your gauntlet and I could look at it if
Sorry,
something's
I
wrong.
can't do that.
Oh, right. Yeah. You never take your. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it like that. I just. Sorry.
No, it's okay. You don't know.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, you just don't know the rules.
Wait, I thought this was like a. Uh, isn't this just like a personality thing, like a little quirk?
She sways back and forth, like her legs kick back and forth on the table, and she goes, "Do you want to know the answer to that?"
He tries to say words and they don't come out.
Hold on. Zach just knocked on my door. What's up? Okay, sorry, it was Daisy questions. Um, what was I saying? Oh, do you want to know the answer to that? Okay, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and he couldn't speak.
Oh, he couldn't speak. Okay, she'll look around or like pretend to look around, and then hold up her hand, and she'll go, "I can tell you, but it has to be a secret."
Okay. I promise.
She leans real forward next to his ear.
Yeah, he's
and like
he's
waits a little bit too long.
He's visibly shaking. And also completely blushing at the exact same time.
she holds up her hand and waits a little bit too long and goes, "A curse was put on me when I was a baby, and it's because I have to wear this suit because I was born so beautiful that if somebody looks at me, they'll fall in love with me." And she just starts laughing.
Yeah, he's just like, okay.
Okay, thanks for the help, Samson. And she walks out.
Yeah, the camera like follows you where we can see you're in his face as you're walking out the door, and behind you, he just like visibly head in hand and starts crying. And then you close the door.
Oh my god.
Flux walks out of Samson's office, and at least Samson is still alive because you can hear the faint muffled like behind his door.
man, he's so great. And yeah, I was just gonna join the rest of the group.
Okay.
I had my fun. I'm good now.
You
He
get
has no
everything
help.
My God.
sorted?
No, he actually didn't help out that much. Locke, can I ask you some questions?
Sure, Flex. What's up?
How do I get the thing out of me?
Excuse me.
You know, the whole Deja thing, you know.
Oh,
I like it when I'm in control of my body. And there was a part
you
where I
mean
wasn't in control of my body.
you know, like what happened at the workshop the other night?
Yeah, I guess that. It also happened again when we were fighting. So I don't know if it's like something that is
Oh,
like I need to pass it through, you know, through my system or
I mean, I look, Flex. I don't know. It's not like a bad burrito you got from the night before. Like I, we can maybe I can hook you up to the same system I hooked up Deja Sue. Maybe we can take a look.
yeah,
But I don't
that's
know if that's really gonna.
Or maybe you're stuck in here with me.
mm,
Oh,
not
well,
stuck,
you
just
know, Deja.
occupying.
I don't
Yeah, you're right. No, it's yeah. Yeah.
look. We can. I mean, I'm fine with trying to take a look, but it's. I gotta be honest with you. My thing is more like gears and suits and mechanical things, not whatever this is. But I can try.
Well, that's all I can really ask for, really. And if not, I can figure it out myself, probably. I'm really smart.
Yeah. I mean, it'd probably be pretty good to take care of that before it gets us all killed.
Well, if somebody's gonna die from that or kill from that, it's not going to be me.
Huh. Nice.
Okay.
Good one.
Yeah, that's good to
No
hear.
one is dying.
Really uplifting, everybody. I'm really glad that. Wow.
Look, Daisy, it's gonna be fine. We're fine. We're good. Okay.
Are we fine?
Nothing.
I'm not fine.
Well, we're getting
I've
there,
been
right?
fine, and I can't
Okay.
pretend that
Well.
I'm fine.
Okay. Well, we can get there
When
eventually.
we get there.
Maybe.
Uh-huh.
Possibly.
Yeah. I think the tiredness begins to weigh on you guys, and sleep calls. Yeah, do you guys start heading home?
Let's just
That's
let's all
this.
take
Yeah.
the night. Let's relax for just a moment. We all need just a moment. Even if you don't relax, at least rest. And let's come back to this in the morning. All right?
Sure. Yeah. That
Yeah.
sounds fine. I ain't got anything else to do anyway.
Yeah. Assuming I. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does that mean I'm going with you, Locke? Or no, she doesn't
Yeah.
ask it. She goes, "That means I'm going with you, Locke," and she'll walk.
Oh my god. Okay.
Deja, do you need a ride?
No, I can. Yeah. Fuck it.
Okay. You guys start heading out of the church. You look around, see the bioluminescent animals swimming, and outside of that range of the church, there's some regular deep sea creatures. Regular deep sea fish, not things that are any kind of harm. But far enough outside of the influence of the church that anyone who knows a little something about these species, they're not enthralled in the same way that the shark here are. They can't leave. If they do, they'd get crushed. The explosion rocks even the church. A shockwave passes through the water at an accelerated speed of sound and knocks people to the ground. Penitents with veils over their eyes roll on the stone. No injuries are accrued, but outside the bubble of the church, you see those fish, those things just a little too far away, get vaporized by the shockwave. To your left, a couple buildings that were, again, too far away to be protected by the church, and also too close to the epicenter of this to be safe, are flattened. Rubble incurs everywhere as essentially cavitation bubbles collapse of where this once semi-pressurized spot was. Air becomes nothing. There are tiny little bursts of lights at the inside of those buildings as what was once air becomes water again.
Oh my god.
There is chaos. The penitents who were once singing are now crying and screaming, even though their bodies cannot feel pain or become injured. And you look back at the church, and for the first time in any of your lives, you see a piece of damage done to it. There is an iron rod, maybe 10 feet wide and maybe 50 feet long, struck all the way through the church.
Oh no.
Holy shit.
What
It
put
appears
that through there?
It appears that your tiredness is going to have to wait.
No.
We cut
Jesus.
to an unfamiliar face in an unfamiliar room. It is a large office that is adorned with chandeliers that are half living, coral that are semi-transparent and bioluminescent, a desk that itself is made of the coral of the church, built into it, looking almost somewhere between thick mahogany and a reef. Sitting at the desk is the reef mother, but she's not sitting. She has just stood up and her chair has fallen backwards. She has barely planted her feet against it, and there is a unfamiliar man in the room. Mouse, what do you look like?
Oh my god.
Mouse looks fucked up is the first term a passerby would describe him as. He has scars all across his face, chunks of skin missing here and there. He can't fully close his mouth, so there's always a permanent snarl on the left side of it. His eyebrows are always furrowed with, stress markers on his forehead. He keeps his head pretty closely shaved to near baldness. He likes to wear, warm, comfortable clothing all around his body. He, in general, the explosion just happened in his viewpoint, also, right?
You were in the church and you felt this entire building rock.
Oh. Well, that shit ain't normal.
Yeah, it's up to you whether you're still standing. You
Oh
are
no,
in.
he at first confused by vertigo, and then succumbs to it at the next moment, and then he is fully on the floor, like trying to get his bearings again. But it definitely going to take him a second to get back on off the ground. But aside from that, yeah, he's just a fucked up looking dude, bald, probably in his 30s, and he's having a time, unprecedented times. It seems like.
Yeah, this is the loudest noise you have ever heard. It's so loud you know that it should have killed you. But yeah, you are blessed enough to just be inside the range. You think about the fact that this meeting was rescheduled, and if you had been walking into the church at that moment or on the ferry, oh god, the ferry.
I fucking hate the ferry. Yeah, I just got in. Are there other individuals around me?
You and the Reef Mother are the only two people in her office, but she is currently rushing towards the door and pays you essentially no mind as she runs past you and flings it open.
Good to see you're all right. Yeah, he'll follow her.
Yeah, absolutely. She starts tearing down the hallway, and she heads down essentially a large spiral staircase that is at the back of the mass hall of the church, and she freezes when she's a couple steps down that staircase. And as you follow up behind her, you see something you've never seen: a iron post, what must have been a piece of a building, has been shot through the coral church, and despite the fact that no one in here can die, there is a person pinned behind that uh, iron post. Again, like 10 feet wide, too long to know because it's sticking out of the church. And against the jagged edge of this iron rod and pressed between it and the church is a person who is alive, fully intact, but completely pressed into the thing.
Do they look familiar at all?
No.
Like, do they look like they'd be around here or maybe above?
They have the look of a hunter, but you can't tell anything besides that.
And
Yeah.
the steel rod, any notable like details that might tip me off where that came from?
It looks like very crude iron, like somewhere that had and there's something a little bit strange about it, which is that it's made of so much iron that you can tell that isn't of high quality. It's from a place that had too much material and not enough will to do anything besides brute force whatever this thing was holding up.
Ah, well, I that's gonna need a work order. Any idea what's happening here? He's gonna just ask kind of unceremoniously to the Reef Mother.
Etopati, what the fuck is that? And she like starts running down the staircase again. Um, yeah, there are hunters in like panic. Some are still knocked on the ground trying to get their bearing. There's probably 50 people in here, and yeah, the everyone is in utter shock.
I mean, yeah, like Mouse is kind of he's more so as he kind of comes into the main room to where everyone's gathering. He's more so not going to try to get into the crowd, but stand on the outskirts, see if he can pick up any kind of information about maybe something that he missed with this whole event. Maybe someone that saw the thing come in or something knows something and they're gossiping about it.
Yeah, I think I think there's a good deal of like groups of hunters that are around. You see the new kid, you don't fucking remember his name. The little guy with the tablet. He comes out of his office shocked, um, and you can see his like eyes are red, and he's kind of like stumbling, holding his ears. Um,
Yeah, fucking Mouse will like walk by him, but like steady him with a hand on the shoulder. Is like, yeah, keep it straight, kid.
ah, okay.
And he's gonna walk off after telling him that.
Yeah. um, yeah, I think most people's attention is turned to the person that is pinned behind this iron rod. Do any of the
Yeah, I
party
mean,
start to Mouse or the party? Does anyone start to try to act on that?
Oh, we're
I-
there?
Probably.
Yeah, you guys were
so.
just outside. You were just outside the church. The explosion rang out, and I assume you guys ran back in, unless someone tried to flee, in which case I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I'm
but
going in.
yeah, okay.
No, I'm there.
Yeah.
I see this
I was thinking
guy,
about it for a second, but no, I'll go ahead.
and I see if I can try to kind of like pull him out, cut him down, something.
Yeah, you probably use. So one thing I'd like to point out: none of you guys have your suits, save for Flux.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
Unless you're Flux.
And
Unless
the
you're Flux.
and the airlock in which you put your suits is on the other side, where the ferry takes it back and forth. And
Oh.
so that's
do.
interesting.
Man, that sucks, huh, guys?
So- You know what? This might be a healing moment for Deja.
Oh my
Connor, I
god!
have a stupid idea.
I like stupid ideas.
Deja knows that she woke up with the gauntlets in her hand and there was going downstairs. There was no video of her going back to the lower decks to get it. So clearly there's some sort of mechanism with which this shell and her can link up. And she doesn't know what it is, or even if it is, even if she's wrong. I don't know, truly. But hey, she woke up with her gauntlets and an anchor, and
I don't
little
think-
evidence of how she did
I don't
that.
think anyone looked at the video of you of that night.
Fucker, dude. Oh man. That sucks. I thought we.
It just seems
our
highly,
right.
it just seems highly unlikely.
We looked at our financial transaction.
I would say
Yes.
I thought that I asked if Locke had any video from Key, but I think
Key did not.
Oh, Key doesn't have it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I asked the wrong question. I should have just asked if there was a video. Whoops. That's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no financial transaction of you going down like that elevator with like Charon. But that isn't technically proof that you did not leave.
That's true. That's true. That's fair. No, fuck.
You could pray and find out.
Pray.
You know,
I mean, you're in a church.
Yeah, I assume the main problem with getting over to our shells is the fact that, like, I assume that's the main, like...
Yeah, the ferry is probably gone. You haven't checked it, but...
the main central problem.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, I can definitely help Mako because it seems like she wanted to try to get this thing off, but I still got my suit, so I can use my suit powers, presumably, to help. Just out of curiosity, Connor, I'm gonna DM you, just for some clarification things.
Yeah, I will say there is one problem with trying to use your powers in the...
Yeah, and I just sent you a message about it. Is it a yes? Like, do you know what I mean by that?
1 second. Let me... Chris also sent me something.
Moose.
Oh. See, that's not the problem I was thinking about.
Oh, what was the problem you were thinking about?
Oh, this is a philosophical problem. So, I can say this part out loud. We saw fucking... Who was it? Was it Io who was, like, eating snacks in the church?
Yeah.
So, I guess previously dead flesh can be eaten in the church. I think we can now establish that, because I didn't think about this until now. What happens if you try to take a bite of a steak in the church? I think my answer is that it does work because it is not living currently. I'll take that's gonna be my excuse. My answer to your other question is to the very second, like the second one, the last one there. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I won't eat anything, but can I just at least use like the physical capabilities of my shell and be okay? Like use my like claws and like my rip and tear is my shell, right? So can I just try to like cut this thing into smaller pieces? Maybe it's just not using my powers.
That absolutely seems possible. I will say anyone else, you know that neo-sanguine abilities can work as long as they're not like I rip this guy's head off, you know? So anything that's not like a directly and only harmful neo-sanguine ability to life can still work, which I think is all of you. So.
Yeah. But Flux will elect to not use her neo-sanguine ability. So. Are you okay with me helping Mako?
Yeah.
Okay. Just because I figured I could maybe do a roll with my shell.
Yeah, I'm down.
Then you can use. I'll help you. I won't. I don't want to take the roll from you. So what you can do is just add my rip and tear shell ability.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, Mako, you probably have your knives. I think you probably stashed those.
I do have my knives.
Okay.
So I'm gonna use the shark tooth karambits. I'm gonna use Flux's rip and tear. This is gonna be a muscle.
Yeah.
I can't really use second responder.
No, you're the
definitely.
first responder.
Exactly. Definitely slice and dice. I feel like.
Yeah.
I don't. Okay. I don't really care about the guy himself, but I want to know what happened. So can I use fake it till you make it?
Okay, here's the thing. If you're trying to figure out what happened, that's an entirely different role. Your karambits and all of that stuff, and muscle is not going to help with figuring that out. Does that make sense?
Yeah, okay. That's fair.
I'm not saying you can't use a roll right now to try to figure out what happened. I'm just saying it's going to be a different set of stuff.
Yeah, I got you. So no fake it till you make it.
Yeah, unless you're
That'll be on the next one.
sure, go for it.
I think that's probably everything that I can
Okay.
use.
You can
for-
tell this is going to be a very difficult task. Does anyone else have something that they would like to do to try to help with this?
Deja is a buff lady.
Okay.
10 feet is a lot of feet, though.
So it's
Jesus
10 feet.
Christ.
You said 10 feet wide, and it's like sticking out of the church. How many stories is the church, roughly?
The church is like probably many stories. Though the upper stories are like so. Okay, I'll say this space, the mass hall that you guys are in, it's probably 60 feet tall.
Yep. So yeah, Mouse is gonna sit this one out and stick with the sidelines for the moment. He's not a muscly boy, guys.
Yeah.
He's not. Jesus
I
Christ.
mean, so they're
Deja,
intact. They're just pinned.
Yes.
So,
Okay, and let me describe one more thing. The angle of this rod is important. It comes in maybe at like 40 feet up on the wall, but it's down at an angle, and it is pinning somebody who was like near the corner. So you don't have to climb to touch the point at which the person is pinned, right? Does that make sense?
I feel like me and Deja are just trying to kind of like pull this thing off, and Flux is there helping. Whatever Flux is doing.
I mean, we are.
Flux is trying to destroy the thing, I feel like, and me and Deja are trying to pull it down.
Yeah.
Yeah. If we have the strength to affect a giant fuck ass thing of iron.
Yeah. We're trying our best. What am I stealing from Deja?
Probably her muscle. If that's a thing you can steal.
You can give a base stat. Yeah. The assumption of giving a base stat is that like, you're like trying to push it on the rod or something and get just an inch of space to try to get someone through. It is exactly. A absolutely fucking massive iron rod though. So
yeah, okay. I think the idea that at least I'm having is that it's less that we have to get the rod out; it's that we just have to find an angle to pull them out because it's not like we can kill them.
Yeah, correct. No matter how hard you pull, their arm will not come off. So
exactly. You know.
All right. Are you ready?
Is there anything we can take? I mean, I don't mean to put Locke up to the thing. Locke, do you want to help at all, or
you
You
said this rod was how big?
10 feet by 50 feet.
Oh boy.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
It is a fucking. It's like the size. It is basically the weight of like a fucking steamship.
So we're not trying to pull it out.
You're trying to pull the person out from the grasp of the rod against the wall, basically.
Oh god.
So
we're trying to like rip them out of it.
Yes.
Can I steal Maker of History?
Oh boy. I think
Locke is encouraging
Locke is a little squeamish today. Like, I don't want. I know, like, I'm not supposed to be able to like die here, but I don't want to kill them. I feel like getting ripped in half might make an exception or something. I have never tested it, and I don't want to. So be my guest. That's up to you. I'm not going to prison. Sorry.
Did you roll?
Bless you.
Yeah.
Okay, that is absolutely not enough.
Can I might be able to help a little bit. Is there a way to get to the top floor next to the top of this thing?
No, but you can access the bottom part where the person is, and...
Okay, my plan was to use my stuff to touch the top and use it as a leverage point to try and pull it downwards so it levers up.
You could climb the rod?
I could climb, that would... I mean, wait, 10 feet wide.
Uh-huh.
Is it like a rough surface where I can get handholds and shit?
Yeah, there's large like bolts and rivets that are holding this thing. It's like a pillar, essentially.
It's a giant piece of rebar.
Okay, I will.
Sorta, yeah.
I will release the thing I said I did earlier, and I'm going to do my best to get closer to the top, to where I can get a leverage point, and put one on the top, and then find a place lower down to put the other.
Oh my fucking god. You know what I just realized?
What?
I did not, in fact, add the ability to see Mouse's rolls. Okay, incredible.
Oh.
So, for this session, Chris, I'm relying on you to be truthful.
Oh, okay. I mean, I can screenshot all my rolls. How about that?
I don't. I don't.
I-
Need,
points.
Am I re-rolling or is Mouse now rolling?
I mean, in my opinion, I think Mouse has a good shot at trying to help here,
Yeah, that's what my intention was.
or being the actual roller, and then you guys help him.
Okay. Then let's do that. I release all your dice.
Okay, I got work with what you have.
Explain.
I'm using fucking. I see that this is a fucking giant long pillar. I know that the way that this works with a lot of weight, if you pull on the top, that's going to be much easier to move it than pulling on the bottom. So I'm working with what I got. This is a very specific situation. I have to use the tools at my disposal to try and make this work, right?
Okay, sure.
See, if it works, things just fall in place. This thing is going to fall in a place I decide for it to go.
I don't think you're gonna be able to fully dislodge it and make it fall somewhere, but I do like the idea of things fall in place being used to try to help this thing that fell in place. So yeah, that's acceptable.
Okay, and then my ability.
Yes.
Also, don't forget a base stat.
Yep.
My base stat. What would my base stat for this be, Connor?
Yeah, I can see two. You can argue
Your
both.
brain.
You can argue at least two.
Brain. So like, would the arcane abilities be based off brain?
Not always. Depends on how you're using it.
Oh, brain. I'm definitely using this a brainy way. I would want to just argue for brain.
Okay, makes sense to me.
Okay, I got 2, 2, 3, 2, 2.
Okay, and before you roll, you can
Gotta make
steal
those
other
points.
people's aspects. So go around and pretty much if anyone helped last turn, they can use that to help. If anyone has an argument, so
I'm figuring out the specific one that you're gonna take from Mako's sheet.
okay.
I mean, is Deja
feel like
trying
it's
to push on it
muscle.
helpul at all?
Yeah,
Because
yeah, I think so.
You can take her muscle.
I'll take the muscle.
Yeah, so
Take
go to
Mako's
Deja,
muscle
click
as well.
take muscle.
Okay, and what am I taking for Mako?
Make muscle.
Muscle. Okay, okay. Anyone else
You
give me
could
stuff?
take. I mean, I guess you could take my rip and tear, but if
How are you using that?
Flux, I would say
Your muscles are higher,
if
bitch.
Flux, you know, I was about to. I'm literally getting there. Flux sees that is not doing anything against an iron pole, and she elects to use her muscle stat instead.
Yeah,
Okay.
real.
And is Locke doing anything or nah?
No, Locke is watching. He's
Terrified.
like he's looking kind of
This is-
squeamish, like
this is a
kind
lot
of
of
staring out
dice.
the corner of his eye.
Wait,
So I got two-
Chris,
Yes,
can you stream your screen?
I can.
Oh, that's true.
I want to watch.
Okay.
I would say.
I mean,
Feels like
I
he
trust
wants to
Chris,
throw up
but-
a little bit.
Oh, I 100% trust Chris as well. I just
Oh,
want
it's
to
because I like to
I
fail.
just like watching.
Dice go roll. I know. Flux definitely sees Locke squeamish and like standing aside or whatever, and as she's pushing, she does look over and does like the finger wave to him with her long claws before continuing to push or whatever.
Okay, yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, I do want you guys to know, like, as you guys are very, like, putting a lot of effort into this, you see some motherfucker, he looks fucked up, just start climbing on this, adding, like, another, like, 180 pounds. As he reaches the top, he just kind of, like, hangs for a little bit, and slowly slides down back to safety, and calmly walks over to another part of the room. And I'm going to make my roll, Connor. So, roll like so.
4? 4?
Did you get a 4?
I got 4.
Okay,
Yeah.
the objective was a 3. All right.
Oh
So
my god!
it is not that Mouse is able to like fully remove this pole because again, it is
No.
so many tons and tons of metal. The important part is that instead he kind of Mouse, would you like to describe what the ability looks like as you shift it slightly to the side rather than pulling it up, and then everyone else is able to rip this person out?
It looks very. I would say the people that are pulling are the ones that notice it's definitely an ability that's at work, and not that it's just them overcoming the muscle needed to do this. Because
Yeah.
it's 100%. There's no visual give or tell to it. You guys feel as like you're pulling up something like takes a lot of the physical force going downwards and allocates it to another way, helping you guys be able to maneuver it just a little bit over to the left. He did that completely hands-free, though. Like, his hands were not on the object when it happened.
Sick as fuck.
Fascinating.
Yeah, he just, like,
Also,
straight up just walks
would
away
he
and
have
starts
been
whistling. Oh,
I
yeah,
have
go
just
ahead.
a theoretical question that I want answered. Would he have been able to knock it completely over if you got an 8?
You got an 8?
If.
I mean, no. It's so much steel.
I was just curious.
Yeah.
Anyway,
And it's still
continue.
like lodged in the side of the wall, so
Continue.
Okay.
Yeah, he just, like, hands behind his head, walks away and whistles as he activates his ability and gives you guys the lead.
Yeah. Yeah. The Reef Mother looks at you guys like freeing them. And despite this, there is not like relief in her eyes. And she's just staring at the iron. And she walks up to this pillar, kneels down next to it, and like looks at some details of it or something. And she looks to you, Mouse, and she says, "Little too late." Know where this came from?
Oh. No, but it's a big fuck you if I've ever seen.
She flicks it, and there's an iron ring through the area. What kind of place would have more iron than sense? Using crude iron to hold something up.
Sounds like something from the world above.
Not quite. It's from the mine.
Real quick. I'm
Yeah.
sorry to interrupt. Mouse, you don't have to do that. Go back to your sheet.
Yes.
Press
Oh, I
this.
can just hit clear. Yeah, you
Yeah.
saw me doing it. Maybe it's therapeutic for me. I don't know.
Hey, then go right ahead. Anyway, continue.
Yeah, she like looks back to the pillar, and then back to you, Mouse. Okay. Well, I heard that there wasn't much work today, but I have a task for you. And she looks to you, who helped move the iron post. I'm not sure if we have a ship to get you there, but we'll figure it out. This iron pillar came from the iron mine. That is a long way away. Whatever threw this, and she like gestures to the hole in the church, had a lot of force. There's been things already going wrong there, and I fear I should have sent somebody yesterday. She grabs Samson, and like just grabs the tablet out of his shell-shocked hands
Aw.
and types something. Yeah, and you guys get a message from the system, and you have a quest. Figure out what is going wrong at the iron mine.
Do we have to?
Yes.
Is this every hunter?
This
just-
is. I think because you guys were the ones who moved the pole, she's looking at this little group, but she does go around and start talking to other hunters. It is not going to be just you guys there.
Okay.
As in this little group,
Well-
is Mouse like kind of involved?
Yeah, you were next to them, and she pretty much commanded you to fucking go with them.
Oh yeah, he kind of looks at the rest of them and is like, oh, hey, Mako,
No fucking.
you remember me?
What's up, Mouse? How you been?
Hey,
You know this guy?
last time I saw you, we were jipping that gesso, the one that had like complete golden teeth, right?
Oh, yeah, I cannot believe that you just clocked him like that. That was so
He was gonna
good.
scream. What was I supposed to do?
I don't know.
What are you doing
Deja,
learning with this crew? Oh,
I was just gonna say, Deja, you have heard the name Mouse, in kind of like the underground circle.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Excuse me. Sorry. Who are you? Why? How do you all know each other?
This is Mouse.
That's me.
They are a time for sure. And Mako just kind of looks over at you and kind of like
Oh.
winks a little bit.
Oh. I think Flux audibly does go, oh, and puts her little hand over her helmet.
Listen,
Oh.
we
Okay.
can't talk about what went down
Oath of, silence.
over in the that is redacted, isn't it? Damn it. Well, you know what?
So,
Best not to touch it right now.
It's good to see
Connor,
you again.
It's great to see you,
In-
Miko.
obviously, in the background checks that Locke would do on people, maybe with something like this come
Has
up.
Locke even heard of Mouse? I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Deja, you have
Okay.
like heard the name, and that's literally it.
Like Mouse just gives you a smile, and like again, he has a fucked up face, and the smile is kind of skewed into what looks like a fucked up Tim Burton painting. It is like he means it very comforting, but it might not appear comforting to Locke.
Bless his
Okay.
heart.
No, Locke, I've heard of you once or twice.
Oh yeah, good things I hope.
Sure.
Well,
Okay.
he kind of flashes the tab with the job. I guess I'm paired up with you guys.
Hold on. Shouldn't we like talk about this? Anybody?
Yeah, Samson wanders back over and like picks the tablet that or actually no, she took the tablet. He just doesn't have his tablet right now.
Oh my gosh! I put my hands on my hips. That is so rude.
I put my hands on
I
my
mean,
hips
to
at
be
you,
fair,
sir.
I didn't know.
Listen,
What?
listen. I trust Mouse. Not with my gold. Definitely not with my life.
Well,
But I trust Mouse.
who is he?
Very smart
Hey,
choices.
what do you
Comforting.
what do you trust him with then?
To get the job done.
Okay.
Right.
If there's a paycheck, I'll do it.
Is there?
All right, fine,
Oh, shit.
whatever.
Connor, is there a paycheck listed, or is it just kind of a?
The money field was left empty, but that does not necessarily mean that it's zero.
I can always convince her to give me a good paycheck.
Who is this guy?
Mouse. You're the new
Hi.
kid, aren't you?
Samson, okay, hi.
Hey, and he gives Samson an even more twisted looking smile.
Oh my
Again,
god!
he means it comfortingly, but it's probably not going to be taken in that way.
Samson looks too tired to be scared again.
Oh, bless his heart. Honestly, Flux finds Mouse's smile very comforting, if it means anything. She's like, oh, this guy, he knows what's up.
Locke absolutely does not.
Hey, Locke.
Eventually, the Reef
I know.
Mother.
You know how I feel about new whatever variables. People.
It's not like he's a complete unknown. Okay.
Okay, well look, I guess it's just one mission, even though it's the biggest fuck you mission I've ever seen. He says he's staring at the pillar stabbing through the wall.
Yeah, the Reef Mother walks behind Locke as he's saying that, and then coughs.
Okay.
If it wasn't clear, you're taking him with you. You are the only people who actually tried to do anything about this, and she points to the iron rod again. And he knows someone there. Use him.
Works for me.
Okay.
Okay. Then I guess we'll need our shells and a bucket of coffee.
Yeah, I definitely did.
Because I don't think I can do this whole thing on adrenaline. About the rest of you.
A bucket? A bucket?
Whatever amount gets me awake and alert, you know? How about that? Actually,
Okay.
now that
Yeah.
I can make a mean cup of coffee on the way.
do you have in what? You have like a oh sweet fuck. Do you have a pilot or something? Ship? Anything?
Do I have a ship? Not last I checked.
You know a pilot.
I know a pilot though.
You know?
We have a ship? Wait, you
Hmm.
still have it?
The pilot you know does have a ship,
The pilot I know does have a ship.
and it's pretty fast.
Okay. Fuck.
Sorry.
How quick can they be ready?
That's funny.
How quick can they be ready, Connor?
That's a.
Do you want to text him?
Yeah, I'll text them. Give me a second. Let me see.
Okay.
Hey, when can you be ready?
Okay, so we just
this job?
met this guy. We're taking him with us, and we're letting him drive us, or as
No, I'm
friends
not
or
driving.
something.
No, he's not driving. He's gonna let the
Your
pilot
your
drive.
your pilot does not
Okay,
respond.
Your pilot's fucking dead.
We don't know that.
I'll say.
Is your pilot potentially named Sailfish?
Wait, what is my pilot's name, Connor?
Selfish.
Oh. Shellfish. He sounds. I'll text after like a few moments of waiting. I'll text. I will throw in a bit of my take if you respond.
Okay. Neither party realizes what's going on here. I'd like to point out. You guys do not. Or well, did he say sailfish out loud?
No, I didn't.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, continue on.
So
Yeah,
Okay.
I
So,
text him that.
so you've got a guy with a ship. That's awesome. It's great.
Yeah, he's usually super quick about responding, but he for some reason he's leaving me on red.
Oh,
Not red. It hasn't been opened yet. It looks like.
That's a shame.
Wait.
We need to be
do
able to get.
I know that his connect?
You're not sure.
Okay.
Okay. Hey, I don't know if you guys noticed, but so Connor, there's like no ferry, right? Like ferry is ferryant. Like we're done. It's
Yeah. So,
ferry.
do you ask that to somebody?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's just like, but how the fuck are we gonna get? Like, how
Okay.
how are we gonna leave?
Yeah. Samson reaches down. Oh, I'll check if the ferry, and then he like reaches to his hip where the tablet isn't, and he like looks back up to you, just like deadpan.
I
And
give
then he
him
just
my tablet. I feel so fucking bad.
okay.
I hate the Reef
He takes your little communication phone and he starts like logging into some services.
Don't click that file.
And it okay. And then he just turns the like flex his phone towards y'all. And it is the telemetry data of the ferry. And it is all nulls.
That's not good. When Shellfish finally answers, we can figure it out though.
Shellfish?
Yeah, it's the pilot I know.
Sure.
Sailfish.
Shellfish, my bad.
So,
Did you say?
Hey.
Okay.
Hey,
we got a ship. And we don't have to worry about that, right? Okay.
I mean, worst case scenario, I'm rudimentary at best at piloting. Get us to go.
Yeah, we got one of those too. Okay. Fuck it. We have no ferry. We have to get out of here, right? That has to happen first. Flux, you're the only one with a shell. You have to go get at least one of the other ones. Obviously, my vote's for mine, but do whatever you want, I guess.
Yeah.
She kicks like the ground. She's like, "Do I have to?"
Yes, Flux, you have to.
It's
the
so
rest of us.
boring.
Oh, swimming, darling. Everything's gonna be okay.
Okay.
If you want to go hunt, if you want to go and chase the that drives you, then you gotta do. I'm sorry.
I think we get a
I'm not sorry.
Wait, Flex, how do you react to that?
She just deadpans and doesn't move.
Great.
If I was
And
the
then-
only one with my shell, I would go and get it for you.
Okay, and she'll go like nothing happened.
Okay, like as in go to get it.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we get a montage of like you swimming for like literally 30 to 45 minutes. And then you eventually arrive at that port, get in there, and you get Locke's suit, and you bring it back to the Coral Church, and then it's just this back and forth for a while until Locke eventually is able to get back to the port, and then get the y'all's ship, and then bring it back to the church, and then back to the port, and then at the port you all get your shells, and it is just this frustrating montage of time, of wasted time, uh, and but eventually you guys are in a ship and suited up. And the mission that you were given does have the coordinates to a location.
You're gonna fucking reek when this is done.
Well, I'm gonna put a pot of coffee on. Sound good?
Make it.
We don't have one of
Serving
those.
it up.
I don't think.
I like your style.
Would we have a pot of coffee in this ship?
Is there one already?
This fucked up ship? This
That's
damaged
like
I don't think
stolen
so.
ship?
Damn.
This
Oh, fuck my life. God. All right. I'll fine. I'll be. And Deja's she's, I think, just going to turn and find, like, the nearest, let's go with 7-Eleven equivalent, and just get, like a gallon of shitty coffee.
Yeah,
Just
you get a big gulp of shit,
And-
not espresso.
Yeah, and like doesn't even, the cashier says a price, she doesn't hear it, she just pays for it and just comes back. Like just doesn't, they could have stolen so much money from her. Who knows? It's just sheer just like,
Yeah, and the tiredness of the previous day and all this shit is just compounding.
yeah, it's, oh my god. And there, yeah, I think here's, yeah, Deja comes back with an unlabeled gallon of bean juice. Okay, hey,
Bean
hey,
juice.
hey, that. This is coffee. I am going to try nap. Oh my god! And if you might be thinking to yourself, why can't the rest of us sleep? I didn't get any fucking sleep last night, so I need this because I think look, I'm already kind of praying. It's only gonna, okay, everybody. I think we can all agree on that. Okay, awesome.
Deja,
Yes,
it's gonna be a little bit until we actually get there.
I know. That's why I'm gonna nap.
Thank you. Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, that's why
Hey.
I'm gonna.
Did we want to message Theseus where we're going, or
Fuck.
Does anyone do that?
One of you do
I
it.
don't.
Want to do it.
I'm not. Fuck that.
I
don't
would,
give two shits.
Oh
but
my.
I don't know what a Theseus is.
I'll go. Hey, Theseus. We got bombed. Smiley face. Smiley face. Smiley face.
Oh my god.
We're going to
Hey.
the mines. It's gonna be a fun time. Meet us there. Heart send.
I like the idea
Please type
of
that out.
Locke
Yeah,
looking
please,
at the
please.
back door.
Well,
Just
no, this is
seeing-
Flux typing it out.
Or dictating it. Yeah.
But if she's dictating it, I'll write it.
Okay, cool.
I'm just gonna explore the ship, see what it's like.
So you send a message off to Theseus, and pretty quickly you get a response back that basically just says, "Okay, it's gonna be a while. That's it."
I give it a custom emote thumbs up of Flux's hand, and I'll close my tab.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and I think the camera cuts away, and I think it moves away from y'all's ship and just into the darkness of the water, beyond the kind of corona of light that the city produces, the like light pollution of Thalassopia that shines against the rocks around it. And it's beyond that, in the dark, far beyond. And we see maybe not current Theseus. We see them look down at a watch, and it's a time previous to when you guys sent this message by quite a bit. This was maybe 10 minutes after they left the church. And they're zipping using their shells boots. They were probably the last person to get into the ferry and then get into the dock, and then the ferry started coming back, and that's when this went down. And they are moving in the opposite direction of the explosion. When it passes, they're far enough away that it rocks them to the side, but they're okay. All below them is dark water. Somewhere on those rocks below, there is a flash of pink. And Theseus kind of slows down. They like look down and they they take out the little fake Sonio, or not fake, but toy Sonio that that is branded in their colors from their dad's. It was originally a children's toy, and kind of pointed into the dark. And there is a half moment where there is a blip of something approaching, and then a pink flash hits Theseus out of the mid water, and they're off screen. And there's a long moment when there's nothing in the camera until another streak of pink comes back down. And we see a faint pink light lighting up Theseus' suit, and there is a very thin hairline crack in their shell's helmet. And more time passes, time we don't see, where Theseus is speaking to something, to someone. The camera's too distant to hear anything. And then
You're nothing like him.
Wait, don't.
I fade inside. I got a taste for your flesh on my mind. And there's something about it that seems justified. No, I won't make the night without it. I got
Oh no. Oh, okay, thank God. For a second, I thought it wasn't gonna go away.
That's
Hey, what the fuck?
crazy. That's
What the fuck?
crazy.
We see the camera pull back in, and for a moment, we hear, "You're nothing like him," from a voice off screen, and then Theseus begging, "Wait, don't!" And something flashes, and a fist goes straight through Theseus's visor and smashes their head in. Blood pools in the water around it as another pink flash announces that whatever was here has taken a step back. Another flash. They come in, and we can see them rifling through something and pulling a phone out of Theseus's pocket and then disappearing
Oh.
into the night.
Oh, I just told the murderer where we are.
No, what do you mean? What do you mean? You were just texting Theseus. Haha. Oh.
Whoops.
Dude. Oh my god.
Gonna shit.
So none of you know that.
Pretend. Yeah, I don't worry. I know. Of course we know.
So, is anyone gonna show me around, or?
All right. Here's the cargo bay.
Okay.
Yep. All right. Here's the pilot seat.
Yeah, leather,
All right.
nice.
Yep. That's it.
Is that really?
mean,
it?
there's like
This
a
room is
box.
literally like, I don't remember how much I described it. It's like 7 feet by 10 feet. It is just a cockpit that you guys are all stuffed into. This is a cargo vessel, and the entire cargo bay is flooded with water because the hatch doesn't latch properly. Yeah.
Oh, you guys have it rough.
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
Oh, I mean, the Great Mako working on a ship like this—that's crazy.
The fuck you mean the Great Mako?
I mean, you were just, a step above back in the day.
We found
All
it.
right.
We salvaged it.
He does have a smirk on his face when he's prodding you like that.
Yeah, no, 100%. Mako is kind of half smiling back. And she responds with, "You work with what you got."
Yeah. Well,
I'll have you know that we obtained this ship through totally legal means,
It's
and
a legitimate salvage.
no one died for us to get it. They just
What?
died on their own accord.
It's not our fault.
I know, but still, they did die.
A creature got them, tried to make a nest out of this thing. Creature, now we have a ship. And by a ship, I mean we have a cockpit.
We have a moving hulk of metal that'll get us where we need to go. Okay, that's good enough.
I know, and that's and I can't. Yeah.
One day when I can get
You
the
work with
fucking
what you
time, maybe I
got.
can put some work into it. But like, obviously,
I'm
we've
no
kind of been on
stranger
the
to
move.
that.
We don't have time.
I would like
You have
to
the
get
tools to
cockpit.
succeed. This is
Asia,
a
go
great
take
ship.
a nap.
Look, I'd like to get the cargo bay all set up and shit, but obviously we're busy.
Oh, how do you want to set up? Maybe I can do it while you're flying, or
No,
just like the one flying.
There is a giant fucked up corner of the hatch that should prevent the water from coming in.
So like, this is safe. This is safe.
It's
Just
safe
asking.
enough.
If you repeat it a third time, it will be safe.
So is this safe?
Just keep your sweet hand.
Well,
Look, it's fine. It's fine.
I mean, I trust you. Like I said, is there anything I can do to help you set it up?
Look, I do this shit for a living. Okay, it's all right.
That's great. Is there anything I can do to help set it up?
I Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know you.
I don't know you either.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
I'm trying to get to.
you're trying to. Okay.
The ship around you hums protectively. Mouse. You feel the
Protected.
walls vibrate slightly angrily, and you have no idea what the fuck that means.
Locke,
That's
will
strange.
you show him?
Show me.
Show him.
Yeah, will you show him?
Oh, I don't.
Please
What do you mean? Why?
Oh,
show
she
him
said
Okay.
please.
Look, if
him.
I do, then we will stop moving. If we stop moving, then we're gonna have to sit here
Well,
longer.
Okay.
What?
At least introduce him.
Hmm. Another member?
Okay.
You don't have to.
All right. He
But
looks at the wall. He literally looks at the wall and he goes, "What did you say your name was?"
Mouse.
Okay, Mouse. This is Key. Key, meet Mouse, and then he pats the wall.
The lights
Oh,
that have
hello,
been white
Key.
for this time kind of flicker out for a second and then go like neo sanguine pink for a moment, but only 4 of the lights on the roof turn on in kind of a little almost a V-shaped pattern. And then the ship kind of and you can feel the engines are kind of stuttering now that no one is looking out. And then it swaps back to normal white lights.
Hmm.
he's
That's fucked up. That's cool though.
No, I mean it's not. It's not really.
Am I
It's
inside this thing?
in a manner of speaking, I guess. That's a weird way to put that.
So like he
Locke,
ate me?
Locke, you feel the airlock, or I guess the water lock, behind you, like tempted to open.
Look, I think we're good. Hey, I think we're good. Yes, my
I
name's
mean, no,
Locke.
this is cool.
You're-
This is awesome.
Yeah, well, okay. My name's Locke. Your name's Mouse.
Mouse. Yes.
Cool. We know each other now, I guess.
Fair enough. If you just want to keep it professional, we can. I won't pry. No, I mean,
Look, I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to like be any kind of way. I
understand. Start a lot of jobs, meet a lot of people. Not all of them are names that come back with you. So best not to meet new people, right?
you. Locke freezes up a little bit. You struck a chord with him. He's
Like a bad chord.
yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
like a really bad chord. He freezes up and he is. Yeah.
I've been
Okay.
through it myself. I know.
Point of order as the GM,
Locke-
I did not tell Chris to do that.
I was thinking. I was like, this ain't right.
I am.
That's all, Chris.
He has no idea
Small
what he
fish
just
in the
did.
big ocean. Yeah.
Locke just goes silent, and he just sits back down in the cockpit seat. And he just
Yeah.
starts
I mean,
staring
yeah.
at
Mouse isn't gonna prod him. So, Mako, what have you been up to?
Just living life.
Well,
I got a new place.
I was wondering. I haven't seen you around. Where you at nowadays?
I change places fairly often, but it's this quaint little house.
Oh,
Out in
house.
the town. Yeah. Well, you know
Oh,
the way I live.
la-di-da. Yeah. You always live to cut above the rest. But
Give me a second. I'm typing something.
It's important.
what do you do in working as a hunter? Last I knew of you were cutting purses.
I mean, you do what you gotta do to get a paycheck, right?
Exactly.
There's not much that I can do around without getting into some shit. So
Well, I guess there's not much to walk around, but I guess Mouse will look around the cargo hold. Are the shells kept in the cargo hold?
I assume most, if not everyone, is in a shell.
Oh, in a shell.
That was actually I was actually about to bring this up because I think as we all remember somebody was around and didn't have a shell on. Some bad stuff happened.
yeah, we're definitely all in our shells.
Deja definitely
no
is,
reason,
which I think makes her trying to sleep a even more hilarious and futile experience.
Yeah, every time you get pretty close, you're counting sheep, and then someone else in the back of your head is also counting those sheep.
I think Deja probably turns off all the audio communications and just mutes.
Yeah. The steel and the living steel of your suit is thick enough that once you turn off Sonia, it's pretty quiet.
Okay.
Okay. I think you guys are getting quite close to the mine.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Before we get to the mine, do I have connection, like internet connection?
Oh, that's a great question.
Or I mean, like, am I able to like text like people back from the church? Like, okay? That's why my brother. Sorry. How much does a tablet cost?
Oh. I think you could get a decent one. The problem is his is Samson's is really nice. I do think if you check in with Samson, I think the Reef Mother has given it back to him by now.
I think I still want to get him one as a backup.
Okay.
I'm afraid that she'll do it again.
If you just want to get one as a backup, you could probably buy like a cheap waterproof backup one for like 500.
Okay, whoever's in charge of money, you see 500 credits disappear from them. So
cool, awesome. Well, okay. Do you want one in color or just black and white? Do you want a fancy one?
Oh, color, obviously.
Okay, you're not trying to buy a cheap backup. You're trying to buy an expensive backup.
Well, one that looks nice. So I guess that's expensive.
What's your budget?
I don't know. Like, I mean, money doesn't really exist to her. Like, I don't know.
There's 6,500 in the bank.
Yeah. Well, last time we lost a lot of money, people seemed upset, so she doesn't want to do that again. How much did we get from the our
4,000.
Our thing? 4,000? Oh, we can lose 1,000 easily. I spent 1,000 credits on.
We can lose a fourth of our income easily.
Yeah. Anyone which I think Locke has been established to have the highest monitoring of the monies. 1,000 disappears from the group bank account.
What?
Deja does not notice or care.
Mako doesn't notice either.
What the charge is?
500. I missed where the extra 500 came from.
I feel like he checks the bank account as much as a normal.
That was a while ago. I think it was when you guys
messages.
were spending money at the bar.
No, I mean just now. You said 500, and then
yes.
You said 1,000.
Yes, because Flux bought a fancier tablet.
Oh, fair.
You bought it, and we're not even. You can't even get it yet.
Well, it's not getting to me. Still.
It's like ordering something from Amazon.
She Amazon delivered it to the not terrorist attacked, but half destroyed church. Because I assume you probably do. You know what Samson's living quarters address are? Do you know if he has living quarters? Yeah. Okay.
No. Well, in her head, she's like, well, if it had a terrorist attack happen to it, that means it's going to be easier to find. So, like, it's not like it's going to go missing.
The delivery guy is going to show up and be like, what?
Yeah, just put it, like, in, like a hole somewhere, and it'll be fine.
Just
a hole?
Well, you know, the rod made a pretty big hole. I think it's occupying most of that hole.
The delivery hole. Yeah, the delivery hole. Everyone knows about the delivery hole.
I would say I'll come up with some cute designs to be on it, but I think let me marinate. I'll give you the exact. But just know that it's a very
ordering it like with a case on it, essentially.
Yeah,
I think you might just hear Locke go, okay, who did that? What?
Voice doesn't say anything.
Did we get like another what is it, like you check your bank account charge now?
Oh, you're talking to me. I'm sorry. Yeah, I
Oh.
just figured, you
Oh.
know.
I guess I am
Fine.
talking to you.
Oh, I thought you were up next to me. I'm sorry. I outed myself.
No. No.
That's canon. Flux just did that.
Oh yeah, sorry. I just assumed you're talking to me all the time. Yeah, I'm just, you know, paying it forward a bit. I just felt a little bad.
Bad what? Paying what? What did
Well, you
you
know how you
realize we
talk
have to
about
have this money to keep the money is living.
yeah, and we're about to get a lot of money from, you know, the mines or whatever. So I think that we're looking
Maybe.
pretty good. I think that we're gonna be set, and then we're not gonna have to worry about money for the rest of our lives. And so that means I can
Oh,
spend as
oh.
much money as I want right now.
No, no.
But I won't
stop.
because I do not ask for
Hey-
much ever.
hey,
Have
Flux.
I ever asked you for money or spent money ever?
Locke, you're currently
Yes.
looking at the bank account that have like plenty of charges that you know were them.
Hey, Flux.
Mhm.
Can I see your little device thingy for a second?
Oh, what for?
Just let me see. I want to show you something.
Okay, cool. Is it something cool? I'll give it to you.
All right. And then you just watch him pocket it, and then he turns back around.
Wait,
And
no!
he's-
She's like
This is-
holding out her arms. Like, no.
Look, you don't need it anymore anyway, right? Okay, so it's fine. It's good.
Just give it back to me when we get back. Okay?
Okay.
And then we're
Okay,
even
fine.
Stevens.
All right.
But I'm just saying, if I get lost by myself and I can't communicate with you, you're gonna feel very stupid.
Locke, his eyebrows are furrowed, but he doesn't say anything.
I think you guys are getting close to the mine. And yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. I was gonna ask. Pretty much, I just wanted to ask about the shells. Really.
Oh yeah, what do you want to ask?
You want to? Yeah.
I mean, I
can-
just want.
There's art of all of them. If you wanted to peruse.
I was just gonna maybe talk about, we're doing a job together. It could be dangerous. Best to know everyone's abilities, what we can do, right?
Deja is still trying to sleep. She's trying to
Oh, yeah.
do as much as she can.
Yeah.
So
Someone
which,
else can fill me in
admittedly,
about
I have to
Deja.
imagine makes her fucking weird as shit, just like kind of lifeless and not responding to any.
Oh,
Like it, I have to imagine it makes her look weird.
okay. Yeah. I mean, like, I see Mako's in a new suit. What about you guys? Anything I should know? Just in case we can help each other out. So.
This dude goes chomp. Yep, I fix things. There you go.
Okay, I can pull things towards me. I'll like try and pull something small on the ship towards me.
Yeah, totally.
That
a little buckle that had come off one of the seats, like it zips off the floor into your hand or whatever.
Yep.
Okay, admittedly,
It's always
that is
been
useful.
So cool. It's always been so cool.
Great for nipping the valuable.
Flux
I mean-
looks like she rolls her eyes in her suit and she crosses her arms. But like to exaggerate that she's rolling her eyes, she like turns her head, you know?
You're rolling
She's
your
like,
fucking skull, is what
yeah,
you're doing.
she rolls her skull. Yeah. she goes, I can do that too, but it's called a magnet.
Oh, that's funny. Well, mine's kind of simple. I'm sorry. I just work with what I got.
I'm
Well,
playing.
what can you do, kid?
Can't you tell I'm being sarcastic?
I think I can.
That's what most people say.
That's fair. You got spunk. I like that. That's about
Thanks.
all
Not
I
a lot
have
of
to put
people
in.
do.
Fair. Again, what can you do?
Oh, well, where do I even start? I like to, I'm one with the ocean. I like to be with the animals and, hunt them. And I know a lot about them because when I get close to them, I eat them. And then I can just kind of do what they do. It's really simple. And she, you can tell that she's grinning underneath her mask by using your own words.
I mean, that's useful. Sounds like it could come in handy in a pinch.
Oh, yeah, it totally is. Except last time. Last time freaking sucked.
Oh, wow. I'd ask what happened last time, but we look to be approaching. Oh yeah, Mako, what about yours?
It's really and she just kind of winks at you again.
Fair enough.
And shrugs.
Okay. Fair enough. I mean, if we get in a fight, a scrap, or anything like that, then
It's very fast.
very fast. Speed is always useful. But if we ever get in a scrap or a pinch or anything, I can help you guys out, and for the most part, attack from a distance. But I'm not going to be much of a frontline fighter.
That's okay.
Yeah. But if anything, I know that you'll take care of me for that matter, right, Mako?
Of course.
Yeah, that's all.
I feel like there's some sort of symbol, gesture, handshake, something. I say I'm looking at Connor. That is part of the
Underworld stuff.
symbols. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And whatever it is, Mako definitely offers up that expression of
Deja,
Mako
Mouse,
Cripwalks.
and Mako. You three get to decide. What does that symbol look like?
Mako Cripwalks? No.
No. Incorrect.
Fuck. Sorry, I've been getting really into character and zoning the fuck out.
Decide what a kind of covert body symbol or hand gesture or something.
something like that.
That kind of represents being part of this kind of loose organization that is the underground. Really, not quite an organization, but you know what I mean.
I feel like simpler the better. You don't want people to be able to pick you out. I think something as simple as fucking pointing two fingers out, your middle and your ring finger in a flash, it could be a symbol.
Middle and ring finger.
Oh my god, that's hard.
What about just
holding your
index
Well, most
and
people-
middle finger?
Index, middle finger? That
Yeah.
works.
You mean what?
Then two, that is just two.
The two easiest ones to fucking no. I like.
With
Yeah,
the
Oh, I thought you said
automatic
ring
lens.
finger. I'm sorry. I was like, man.
Wait. I'm taking a picture and sending it to the new group of the three of us that I'm making.
the Cool Kids Club?
Yeah.
God.
This new group, we need Saturn.
So, while Mako, Mouse, and Deja flash gang signs at each other in the corner.
I cannot stress this enough. She is sitting in the corner.
Yeah, that's fair.
Totally.
Well, I like to imagine that Deja's asleep with the gang sign spread out.
No, she is dead to the world.
But it's against your hip.
Also, Flux,
like
we
that.
established you're 21.
Oh yeah, thank you so much. I could not remember for the life of me.
Yeah.
Old
I
enough
like
to
that. I'll take that. It's
The drinking age here is definitely 18. I'd like to.
Yeah.
That-
I didn't assume that there was a
assuming you're-
drinking age, honestly.
Yeah, assuming you're going somewhere that even respects that, which is not pretty much anywhere not inside the cage.
Yeah, joke's on you. Flex only drinks water, so.
Wow. Lame.
She's hydrated. She runs on
Ugh.
adrenaline only. She
Ugh.
doesn't need alcohol to have fun.
Oh my god.
I'm a big
It's
tea
not
guy
about
myself.
She's like a big
I like-
tea guy.
I'm a big tea guy. I like matcha.
That's
Oh
adorable.
my
I
god!
fucking love
I got a real
matcha.
I got-
whisk.
Yeah, I got the whole kit. I make it. If, you know, back when next time we land, I make you guys a cup.
Oh my god! I love that. I'm sorry. Can I be weird in like? I'm gonna be real. Flux almost always assumes that any interaction with I don't know what she assumes with people. Can I see if she can like gauge like their vibes toward each other, Mouse and Mako? Because I am.
Are you
Flux-
asking for a nod tingle?
Yeah, I'm asking for a non-tingle. Can I use my animal tingle to vibe check these two? What's their history?
If
You know what? Actually, Flux isn't gonna. No, she's not. I'm not gonna roll. Flux is gonna ask. So, what's y'all's history? Or she doesn't say y'all. What's your guys' history?
between Mako and Mouse.
And Mouse, yeah.
Yeah, Mouse is gonna look towards Mako.
We've worked a job together.
Yeah, partners.
Did you guys
Crime.
kiss?
No,
No.
I'm gay.
Oh!
I kind of missing some of the facilities. He points to like a chunk of missing lip to fully do that.
Oh my god.
You can still
Real.
kiss teeth.
But
But no, I get it.
I don't like that.
He's good at what he does. And I respect that.
Yeah,
You can kiss
I
people
respect
non-romantically.
myself too.
The ship kind of shakes a little bit as it lands.
Oh, thank God. Well,
No
Yeah.
one comes to meet you. And also, I think the window is mostly facing away from the mine.
Well, we going?
I suppose.
I'm right behind you.
The shit fucking stopped.
Ah.
So
Yeah, Mouse like pops off his bones as he gets ready.
I think Deja's gonna exit her sensory deprivation mode.
Yeah.
Um,
You got a whole of like 10
Is
minutes of sleep
Deja like
max.
sitting on the ground?
I was gonna say like, yeah, I suppose
Yeah.
it is. Yeah, she was somewhere. It wasn't comfortable. Why the fuck would it be? But yeah, I think you kind of see
as-
like her kind of internal lights spin up again.
As Mako's kind of like getting going and getting ready, she does see Deja on the ground and offers a hand to get up.
Please tell me that we're there and we didn't crash.
Oh, we're there and we didn't crash.
Woo. And she'll take the hand and try to pull herself. Okay. I'm not if I pass out on any of you, my bad, I guess. But hey, maybe someone will show up that's useful.
Mako also
If you
grabbed
pass out
the
on me, I'll
jug of
probably be on the
coffee
floor.
that Deja had and hands it back to her.
Thank you.
Here's your coffee. There you go. Wake the fuck up.
We got a city to burn.
Yep. I'm trying. Thank you. Okay. Yeah. Oh, good. You haven't tried to kill us all, Mouse. That's awesome. That's far out.
You guys exit the ship?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Flux is like, ooh, look, they rolled out the red carpet.
The water is dark with the silt and stone and metal and machinery that has been blown around. There are the wreckages of large, what looked like maybe something that used to look like the Eiffel Tower, many of them flattened, like a forest before a nuke. In the center of this radius of destruction is a deep, gorged hole in the earth. But there are ships moving around in that dark, murky water. There are lights that are seemingly unconnected to buildings. Not everyone here is dead somehow.
Can we take a small break?
Yeah, absolutely.
Go piss,
I'm gonna
girl.
go piss.
Piss. You know what? I got to do that too. You're so real.
Sounds like a good plan.
I also wanted to get water, so it worked out for me.
This is great.
This is fun. I love Mouse.
I
Mouse
love
is cool as fuck.
Mouse.
Mouse is cool as fuck.
He's a silly guy. I like his teeth. I think he's
Can't wait for
Connor,
him to betray
Connor,
us and us all die.
I'm gonna show you a little bit of what Chris and I were messaging back and forth.
He sent me, or no, you added me. Did you add me?
I added you to a group of
Oh, okay.
the underground,
Oh,
but
I see it.
I wanted to show you what Chris and I specifically talked about. So first off, this.
Oh, that's so good.
All of that was improv.
You have to do that. You have to do that.
Oh, we're absolutely doing that. But we've also been talking a little bit of the past
Mhm.
and just like what we for sure know
Here,
about
let's
each other,
meet it.
like ourselves. Okay.
Also, I don't know if anyone's even really into this. I'm just talking out loud at this point. Loving the implication that Flux, whenever there is any romantic tension, like as far as Deja and Theseus goes, she does not pick up on it at all. But when there's absolutely none, she's like, "Did you guys kiss?"
It's so good.
Yeah, that's fun.
It's just the
Taking
incorrect
hell.
reading every single time. I think they were a thing. It's like, why did you think that? There's no reason for you to think that. Also, shout out to all of the base stats on Theseus' sheet being crossed out. Crazy.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, I'm gonna just trigger the light. Trigger the light.
Mhm. Yep. All right. I'm not done with break yet. Just those are just my brain saying words.
Mm-hmm.
Tis bad luck to kill a fish goal.
Fortnite.
Fortnite.
I'm back.
Fortnite.
Art
Welcome back,
night.
soldier.
Mouse's matcha tea is gonna
Twas
be a thing.
ye who damned us.
My love.
Ah.
Is there any more of that wine?
The blueberry wine or the regular
Oh,
one?
the
Yes.
regular. Can I have a little bit?
Art night.
Are we waiting on anyone else? Yeah, Saturn.
Saturday.
My beans.
Say your beans?
My beans.
What about your beans, buddy?
I don't know. I want to say it.
Also, Zane, I love your profile picture.
Oh, it's so
Discord.
good.
It's incredible.
Why'd you spill your beans, Tommy?
I want to play a campaign where you guys are like brain controlling parasites and you each get to control like a limb.
Oh my god.
I'll call the coccyx.
That's just mecha.
I think someone gets the face, someone gets like the left and right arm. Yeah, like those are two separate. This could be fun.
And left and right. I mean, yeah, it's just Power Rangers, is it not?
Yes, exactly.
The
But
cat has a point.
like highly uncoordinated and trying to pretend to be the person that you took over.
Need someone like one of us gets to be the head, or do we take turns?
I think one person gets to be the face, so they can speak, but they can't control their arms. So they might be like, "I forgive you," and then the arms slap them. You know?
Oh my god.
I want to eat the chili dog. The right hand grabs the chili dog. No, that's bad for you. You pull-
What
exactly.
the fuck are you two talking about?
A
Talking
stupid
about the
idea
next
for
campaign.
a stupid idea for a campaign.
Oh my god.
Who
Where you
would've
each,
thought?
where you guys
Everybody-
each get to
everybody-
control a body part, and you're like
Yeah, that's-
parasites
oh my
inside of
God.
someone's mind.
Huh.
Yeah. I think
It
it'd
would
funny.
be. I think it would be cool to get real. Osmosis Jones. The fuck is it?
Cells
Like
at work.
all the little SpongeBob's running around in it. You know.
All the
Like,
little
where the
SpongeBob's?
Mayday, mayday, mayday.
Oh, like
Yeah.
Inside Out style.
Yeah.
That's really good.
That would be kind of funny. I was also gonna say Bionicle. Like, no one understands the lore enough to really.
I played the shit out of Bionicle.
Yeah, but like,
I don't know anything about it beyond that, though.
it's. Don't worry about it.
Wait, an Inside Out campaign would also be hilarious. Where one of you
That's-
plays
yeah,
that, you're
that's-
excited. Which is
yeah.
what basically what Saturn was saying, but like I'm just emphasizing that. That's hilarious.
Exactly.
Didn't oh, Mintopolis was a very good kind of.
Oh shit, you're right.
that's
That's just
right.
Mintopolis.
Oh no, a good idea by people.
Except for Mintopolis is like a city of
Yeah.
It is a city.
Inside
That's
Out.
true.
Instead of just 5 people trying to control the emotions of a child. I think it'd be funny to like play like a divorced dad.
Oh my god.
I play Serotonin then.
What? So you're not there?
Yep. That's exactly what my joke
Fair.
was.
Zane. Good one, Chris.
Hello.
Shout out to Mouse just not worrying about whatever the fuck just got going and just being like, you know what? That's not my problem.
The man looks like sliced meat. I don't think he's gonna be judging anybody on their powers.
No.
It's not even
It's
that.
like-
It's the
He does look like a deli meat.
This
Yeah.
man was born in the deli.
That's so
it's
funny.
the like, oh everybody, what do you do? And it's just Deja in the corner sleeping. It's like
Yay!
yeah. I did love the I'm gay. I'm like, yeah, we know.
All right.
Well, apparently Cat didn't, or Flux didn't know.
Yeah, are we
Listen, she has a hard time picking up on things.
are we ready to go?
Flux autistic.
Yeah.
I'm
No.
ready to roll.
I said we're the same, so.
Yeah, so like, do with that what you will.
That made me laugh way too hard.
It's real. It's my
That was
life.
really good.
It's how this goes.
It's my life. All of my characters are neurodivergent and gay.
I was gonna say, I was like, hold up.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's first of
It
all.
is Pride Month.
Yeah.
Pride Month, yes.
You're
Alright.
not allowed to
All
make
of
straight
them are
characters.
queer of some
Pride.
sort. Flux hasn't
Yeah.
told me what brand of queer she is, but she's definitely
She
somewhere.
hasn't told you.
It's
That's
so
what
good.
I never know. I never know. I didn't
No,
know
I feel
Alikos
you.
was gay and demisexual until he told me.
Mhm.
Looks
So
the
real
same
for that.
way.
So real
That's
for
so
that.
real. That's me with making
That's
the
the
career
realest
gender. It's
thing
like,
that I've
fuck it.
ever heard.
He doesn't know that. He doesn't have the words for that. Who cares?
Alright. Is it time?
I think so.
Mhm.
We
Looks
step
like
out.
it.
Cones of light splay off of the murky water, showing the existence of the ships that buzz around like a kicked beehive. You are at what used to be a dock, but that building is mostly gone now. It's a good thing you have your shells.
It's a good thing we have these shells.
I fucking gotta hate you. Um, you guys, I assume, can make your way towards the kind of like what is clearly the main structure. You can see that built into the earth are these like almost bubbles of like jagged polygonal shapes that jut out of the earth that imply the existence of some sorts of buildings underground in previously dug holes. And there is definitely a largest one at the center.
The fuck is the largest one?
The largest polygonal structure. Like they're not all of equivalent sizes.
Oh.
It's a type of
I
monster.
thought you meant
The largest
yeah.
one.
That's what I thought you were gonna say.
It sounds like a name of a fused. The deepest one, the largest
Yeah,
one.
exactly.
That's
so
funny.
true.
No. There is a clearly large polygonal shape jutting out of the torn apart earth.
Yeah.
And again, there was a very large, almost Eiffel Tower looking structure there that has been mostly knocked over, but this one is the closest to intact.
I guess we go that way.
Just good,
All the
place,
breadcrumbs.
as good a place as any to start. And yeah, I think they just once again carrying her anchor with the assistance of the binds.
Yeah.
And
Connor, I gotta ask real quick because I should.
Yep.
But Deja's heard of Mouse at least a little bit. Has Mouse heard of Deja?
You do not know the name Deja.
Okay. Yeah, that's fitting. Yeah, okay. That's all I had.
You approach, and I think as you do, eventually a spotlight on one of these barely standing towers points towards you. You can see cables dangling off of it. It's very clear that they're now powering the electrical systems with a ship generator that is parked at the bottom of this. And the like murky light hangs over you and illuminates you in the water. And immediately some smaller craft shoot out from the tower and start making their way to you.
welcome party.
I don't like any of this. I don't like any of this.
Thank you, Locke. Your feedback is noted. We'll be sure to get a reply to you in 3 to 5 business weeks.
Aha, very funny.
The vessel
We
is
don't
about
have-
halfway here.
Hold on. We don't have and this guy talking not Flux, sorry. We don't have any knowledge about like the other crews making it back or making it here before us, right? Or
No,
do we?
you saw other hunters leave before you, but you see no evidence and have no knowledge of that.
Okay.
Or,
does
like you
this
saw it
look
at the
like a
church, but you don't see like
Yeah, we don't see the ship that's approaching. Do we have a like something we can discern like where it's aligned? Like, do we know
is-
that this is?
It is like huge iron struts welded together, big trusses and laces, boxy and polygonal shapes. It's pretty clear that it's the same type of construction of both the pillar that went through the church and also of the like bases around here.
Yeah, then we. I don't know if I feel comfortable with us waiting here for this thing to. It obviously looks like. Is our ship hidden in any way? Or did we park it in a way that is like obscured from vision?
It was at what was previously a dock, so I think no.
No. Personally, guys, call me crazy. I feel like we should be concerned about this. And either try to keep ship out of view potentially, or keep us out of view and understand that our ship might not be here when we get back.
Might be a little too
mean-
late for that.
There's quite a few ships here.
Are there?
Well, there's a few coming
Weren't
at
there?
us.
Weren't there a couple that were already here?
You don't see any docked ships. You see lots of ships moving around in the distance.
I mean, they have a point. If I was out here and I saw a bunch of parked ships, at least some.
Yeah. Someone takes ours, we take someone's.
A calm link
Perfect.
pings all of
Okay.
you.
I was about to ask that next. Awesome. Okay. I answer. I don't know about everybody else, but
I'm good.
oh, I don't answer because I don't have my fucking phone. So
Correct.
No.
Locke has your phone.
I'll do that.
Yeah, your mouse answers. Why not?
Mouse answers. Does anyone else
Yeah,
join
mouse
that?
answers.
It creates a group chat at the moment. Does anyone else join?
I probably joined it as well. I want to know what the
I
fuck
hate
I'm
you.
doing here.
rest in peace. Right?
Yeah.
I heard they knew.
Yeah. Okay. You guys join the Sonio Skype call.
Sure.
Yeah. I assume you are more hunters from the church.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yep.
What are we doing here?
I think you were told by your mother to come here and help, but we have the situation under control.
Oh, do you now?
Most of our forces were underground. This is a mine, after all. We have suffered very little besides structural damage to the surface.
Okay, well, you know what the situation is with, like, the church right now?
I am not.
Well,
Giant fuck
hey-
off iron rod went about. Let's see. Roughly well, not all the way through. Most of the way through. Pretty big shockwave. Decent amount of structural damage. Know anything about that?
I can surmise the reason that would have happened.
Which would be?
My business is what it is.
Sounds like you lost track of about 10 feet by 50 feet of pure iron or something around these parts. Is that correct?
Hey, just being honest with you, your business kind of became our business when your business launched a rod through our business. So, yeah, we wanna get this figured out so we can go home.
Insurance? Something?
It will be fine. Just go.
Well,
Look,
if
hey,
oh, okay.
it sounds like you're stressed out. I get it. You probably have a hard job. And we're just doing our job too. I'm sure you can understand that. So maybe if you help us, we can help you so you can get home and get some sleep. And can I roll for like persuasion to, a little tit for tat?
Yes, you absolutely can.
That's perfect because I was about to do that as well. May I help out with my heart roll as well?
Yep.
Same.
Your
So
objective
you
is a 2.
Oh, it doesn't take so
Okay.
much. Or would it be blood or heart?
You'd think.
This is definitely blood.
Okay,
Yep.
then
Can
instead of
I-
using my blood, I'm gonna use cult of personality.
Wait, hold on. Before you take blood, can I
Oh.
instead of offering blood, can I offer fake it till you make it?
Yes. How? How are you helping? Doing that?
I am chiming into the conversation a little bit, which I will do when we get there. And I am trying to fake what's the exact right word here? Give me just a second. Compassion is what comes to mind. To try to get this guy to kind of level with us.
How? What are you saying to do that?
I
Wait,
don't
can
know
I
exactly.
can
the
I can I say
conversation
something
hasn't
that might?
happened.
Can I say something like it
Sure.
could, look, my coworker here, she had her little sister hurt in the incident, and we're just trying to figure out what we need to do, and we just got the job. That's all. And that's in referencing Mako and that.
Fuck.
I
All right.
forced a tear.
We need. Please don't cry. Listen, if you came here in a shift, didn't you?
Yes.
Okay.
I guess you could call it that.
We have a lot of dead and a lot of injured. We can deal with the dead, but the injured, our medical facilities are out. We're trying to get power from another ship back into them. If you could take them out of here, that might help. But
What do
or
we
help
tell
get the
ship?
power on.
Where's the breaker?
We're
The
no. Look,
power
Our-
source is destroyed. I don't think a breaker is going to help here.
Oh, hey, what do you know? I'm kind of good at that kind of shit.
yeah.
I can
Say.
maybe figure it out.
We do have
Cards
a
on the table. I'd wager we're better at helping mechanics. Our I wouldn't say our vessel is exactly roomy, but perhaps it could fit some more of the severely injured, the ones who need the attention the most.
Maybe. Let me talk to a superior. Okay, and now you guys are gonna roll.
Okay, so I'm taking Mako's
fake it till you make
and
it.
Yep.
Flux. What am I taking from Flux?
I guess cult of personality or blood. Either one of those.
Okay, let me see if I have anything
I can
I
add-
can use.
I can add a comment verbally, but this is up to you. I don't
Flinch free.
know. If you-
Oh,
I feel like what is cockroach?
it's an item that is not going to be used here,
Okay.
sadly.
Fair enough. Flinch free.
No.
Live.
Could I make an argument again for work with what you have? Because I see that I have Mako here, and I worked with her in the past. I know that she's good tear
Yes.
jerker by faking it till she makes it. Okay.
Yeah, you won me with the pun.
Not use the wall. Not using things just fall in place. I think one of these works against me, but I think that's all I got.
I still feel like flinch free could work there.
Flinch free.
How?
He told a lie, flinch free. Just out of the
I-
blue.
I agree. Take it, Chris.
I'll say you
Okay, I'll
didn't
take
blink.
that.
Yeah.
Okay, roll. And there we go.
What'd you
I got. Ooh.
You got a 1? You needed a 2.
Shit!
Nice roll.
Nice roll, moron.
No, we have the power situation handled. My superior head frame said that we're not taking any more in. You can leave.
Hmm.
All you're gonna
That's a
do is
shame.
cause more trouble.
We're not the ones who
Work with us here.
caused trouble in the first place.
You're right.
There
It's
is
our
a
problem.
gaping hole.
It is our
Outside
problem.
of the
and it is
outside of the
being dealt with.
comms.
Yeah.
Outside of the comms, can I talk to Locke without hanging up? Like just kind of like mute
Yeah.
myself.
Yeah. You can just start a private call with him.
Hey, you're the tech guy here.
I guess you
Right.
could say that.
So if their power's out, then they don't have any kind of alarms to tell us if breaking it.
What are you? Are you?
They could tell us not to go in, but how would they know we did? Is that
Well, I
right,
mean, I
or
guess
is
if
there something
we're,
we could worry about?
well, I mean, I guess if we're helping them out, it's not really a big deal anyway.
Yeah, Luck, I'm
They're
going to
hiding
tell you,
something.
you're not going to have to roll for that. That's just true.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, we tell them, and I air quote, that we will go away, and then we proceed on. Maybe someone flies the ship around a corner and tucks it away somewhere hidden.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's. I guess. Yeah, sure. All right. Yeah. I guess if you have it handled, we'll drive all the way back.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for caring, but we have it under control. Goodbye.
Pleasure doing business.
Yeah, the comms go out. The ships stay hovering above you, and the spotlight is still pointed at you.
Oh, so okay, they see all of us. Ooh.
They're looking at us.
I give them a smile upwards.
They absolutely cannot see that.
Did Mako overhear Mouse and Locke talking?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
Alright,
Mako
alright,
kind
can
of
you just-
shoots a little bit of an incredulous look over at Locke because he was the one that said we'll just go away, and I was like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Kind
Locke looks
kinda
at
my
you and he
plan.
just kind of shrugs.
They told us more than they should have. Power's out. They don't have an alarm system. As long as they don't see us go in,
should've
they won't know
known.
we're in.
I should have known. I love it.
Hey,
I
Key,
knew you
buddy,
would.
can you turn us around just for a little bit until they stop following us?
Yeah. You guys get into Key, and as you pull away on the ship, eventually the spotlight moves away, and you can see it points to another ship of Hunter origin, and the same routine happens, playing out in front of you. But they're no longer paying attention to you. I will say you're
So
not going to be able to, unless you, without rolling, you can't get to like the center building. But
Is it worth the roll? Is the question then?
you
We
could get
we
to
get into
one of
on
the
outer building.
offshoots. Yeah.
I am
Okay.
fast and sneaky.
I think
If you want to roll to get into the center one, it is theoretically possible.
I mean, they're trying to cover something up.
I say start in the outside and then move our
Yeah.
way more central. There's no need to rush the center if getting information from the sides can help us get to the center. You know what I mean?
I agree.
I agree.
Yeah.
Oh, Flux says that in Flux voice. Sorry.
Yeah, your voice changed there.
Yeah, I
You're
got a little bit
confusing me.
deeper for a little bit there. I think
But
I'm
it
just
felt like
tired.
you're the exact same person regardless.
Yeah.
Incredible.
So yeah, I wanna peel the ship around to like one of the outer buildings where they're not paying attention.
Yeah, there's plenty of those where there is no power, no ship hooked up to make a spotlight there. But yeah, there's very clearly like again one of those like Eiffel Tower looking structures over a bulbous polygonal steel thing.
Yeah.
You land near it. There doesn't seem to be anyone. The outside is definitely dented in the direction of the blast, but it does not seem to be totally gone. But you wouldn't be surprised if it no longer holds there.
We're all suited up anyway, so.
I sure hope so.
And
Wait, we need our suits on? No.
and
Yeah.
just, to bring everybody up to speed, but something tells me that we're probably not the only hunters who thought of this. And, animals get really territorial when there's a big prize. So It's best to be on the lookout for, people who work here, but also people who don't work here. Just saying.
Of course.
I don't think the church employs animals.
I think everybody's a little bit of an
Oh,
animal.
like,
Amen.
I
mean,
guess.
evolutionary.
Okay,
we are animals.
Sure. Okay, no.
Just some more than others.
Sure. Yeah, okay. Sure, they're whatever. Doesn't matter.
Let's just go.
Don't we have
And
shit to do? We have shit to do.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
Deja's going to charge off into the unknown.
Yeah, same. I don't know where
At least it's not the brine pools. Okay.
I'm going inside of this building.
Yeah.
I also use Eclipser to darken myself and whoever else is going with me.
I figured we're all
I mean,
going
Mouse is right
first.
behind.
I'm going.
Yeah.
You're the only one Mouse knows.
I'm using Eclipser.
I will say, as
on
soon as
the
we step
party.
out of the as soon as we step out of the ship, like you get invited to a party that you only know one person at. That is Mouse sticking with Mako.
That's cute.
Hey, that
Okay,
tracks.
cool. Yep. All right. Yeah. Things to remember. I guess Mouse is next to Mako, and fucking Flex does not have a fucking cell phone. So.
And Mako is also keeping an eye on Deja specifically.
Okay. You guys
He's
open
not
the.
far.
There's a large triangular hatch that leads into this polygonal shape, and as you go towards it, you peel it open. The entire steel structure shakes as you do. You can see the trusses and the beams are not quite sturdy. And yeah, the entire inside is flooded with water. And it is somehow darker in here than it was out there. Yeah, it is midnight dead space black, and the lights on your suits are the only things leading you.
Guys, watch out! It's darker in here than it was out there.
I would
He
also like
vibrates
it to
at
be
you
known
angrily.
Oh.
that I am using Eclipser. So
Yeah.
there
To make-
are
I'm gonna.
Well, you can't move if there are no lights.
Well, okay. How about this? I'm using Eclipser on the party, and I use Blinder basically kind of in the middle of the room to create a very faint little ball of light. Very faint. Just enough to barely light the room.
Yeah, all the lights from your suit disappear and then are rechanneled to the center of the room, in which it's almost like a like a half moon that you're walking by half moonlight in this place. You can kind of see the ground, and each step you take is another creak of steel. In the center of this is a large dangling cable that leads into a hole that you cannot see the bottom of.
I don't know what's wrong with me, but I want to go down.
You want to go
Actually,
down there?
sorry, I guess I know specifically what's wrong with me. I just don't think it can stop me.
I mean, we could always do the good old drop a rock trick.
That doesn't work nearly as well in water.
Yeah.
Yeah. I looks at him as just like, yeah, if
We're in water. Yeah, I get it.
yeah, okay, good. Yeah, I think that's going to be happening a lot. So.
Can I create another small ball of light and send it down?
Yeah. It goes down and down until it sort of hits something. You see what at first appears to be a bottom, but then looks like a steel box, maybe 10 feet by 10 feet, attached to the cable.
Oh, an elevator. Is there a way to get
Okay.
this thing moving?
There's no power.
Yeah, I was about to say there's
yeah.
no power.
Oh, I forgot. Well,
Yeah,
we can just rip through it, right?
That's why we're here. Because this doesn't work, pretty much.
Well, then how are we supposed to get down there?
Carefully. Or not carefully.
I extinguished the light at the bottom.
Well, if you guys want,
Is there-
I can, like, electrify it.
There's water in
No.
here, right? We're
Yeah,
submerged
yeah,
still,
yeah,
right?
Everything is
Not in the
submerged,
water.
yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess we could just swim.
You
Yeah,
absolutely
why
can
not?
swim down. You
Okay.
I was
push
thinking
down.
that.
It's maybe 30 feet down when you reach the elevator. And you hit it, and you feel the cable creak and twang against your weight. You cannot get past the elevator without destroying it or getting through it or something like that. Maybe there's a hatch.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Well,
Anchor.
Or we can,
Anchor meet elevator.
well, can we check for a hatch first before elevator?
is the elevator all the way down?
No, there's definitely it's swaying. There's definitely not ground beneath it.
Okay.
Yeah, because if we hit it and it falls, then it's
Lock-
gonna alert them all.
Yeah, I was just say sound. We don't want super loud sounds unless necessary.
Sound travels faster in water as well, and farther.
They could have simple like sonars on ships and stuff that can detect that shit too.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to cut the cable.
I'm
You
sorry.
could cut the cable.
Cables are heavy.
Oh, y'all make good points, and I won't cut the cable and watch it crash.
I
like
mean,
a
I
good,
didn't
like a
mean to-
good video game experience.
Well,
Damn you and your logic.
Deja's gonna try to find a hatch with her hands. Now.
Yeah, you're sliding your hand across the elevator, trying to find something, and maybe it's you moving on the metal. You're not quite sure, but you swear. Oh, that doesn't work.
I'm sorry.
Can that work through Bree's microphone? Was that audible?
No.
What the fuck?
Okay. There is a knocking on the metal of the elevator.
Oh,
Somebody's in there.
who's there?
No answer. I mean, not that they can physically hear you because you're communicating with Sonios, but
Yeah.
No noise. Who?
I hate you
Oh.
so much. I feel like I'm
God.
gonna say that a lot. Yeah, Deja, you do find a hatch with a very small lock on it that you can just rip apart and open.
Say.
Okay, hold on. Before she does this, would actually she has one brain. She doesn't give a shit. She opens the hat. I
Okay.
thought about it, and then I was like, never mind. I'm too smart.
It is moments between you sliding your hand across, hearing the knock coming up through the metal, opening it, and finding nothing inside the elevator.
Oh, that's weird.
The hell.
Are ghosts like a known thing in this world, Connor?
No.
Okay, but there's legends of ghosts and stuff like that, and
Shit's-
Mouse
Of
is
course there are.
superstitious.
There is not a like monster fucking what was I gonna say? Injury about quote unquote ghosts or anything.
Yeah, but Mouse is superstitious, and he's immediately going like, "This place is haunted."
I mean, if there is something like that, you would have to communicate with Samson, because I don't think any of you would know it offhand, but I'm not totally telling you that it's impossible.
Oh no. Mouse is not going off logic or something that he read before. He's
Okay.
going off the fact that he's heard a ghost story, and this is a ghost story.
Okay.
That's weird.
You know, I think I
Not
may
that anything
actually.
else we messed with isn't weird.
Can I message Samson to give us information about this mine?
With what
'Cause
phone?
The reef lady was just like,
With what phone?
oh. I tap Locke on the shoulder. I float up so I can get eye level, and I tap him on the shoulder.
Yeah.
I have an important question to ask.
I have probably an unimportant answer.
Can I use my communication device to ask a question?
If you want to ask a question, why don't you just? I mean, we're right here. We could talk to each other.
It's for Samson. It's not for you. I want him to look up stuff about the mines.
Okay. Well, I would reach into my pocket, but I would have to get out of my suit to do that.
No. You have a hatch that you can store the waterproof communication devices.
Okay.
Well, actually, I think more accurately, I think we established that your communication devices stay inside your helmet. They're just like right next to you, so you could at least send Samson a message. But actually, I think it is accurate that you couldn't give Flux the device back yet.
That's so funny. Oh my god.
Yeah. Look, I can send him a message. But you're gonna have to wait.
It's not the same.
Look, this is $1,000.
He likes me better.
Okay, you know what? If you want your phone back, do you have $1,000?
She doesn't say anything. She just floats back down.
Okay.
That's
Okay,
when
cool.
you use the
Send him a
ship's name
message.
again.
Okay, yeah, I'll send him a message.
You get an error message. You know that
Oh.
down in this tiny little tube, that the Sonio messages are going to be trying to bounce out of your communication device, and they're probably just going to hit the steel above you and go nowhere. And also, if there was a relay between here and the mines, it probably got blown the fuck up.
Oh, yeah, it would be out.
Okay, well, that's not gonna work, Flux. Sorry.
Why?
Because metal make signal go no.
Such a way with words.
Thank you, I tried.
Okay. She crosses
So,
her arms. Yeah.
I mean, I'll go first. Looking down in the hatch, that might
Yeah.
as well, right? I'll jump in.
Okay. You go down, and something feels odd.
Is it?
You look around on the edges and the walls of the elevator, and normally when, like, even on a crude elevator, there shouldn't be so many, like, nails stuck through the sheet metal, and they looked like they were pushed from the outside in. And there's like a couple bolts that it looks like someone screwed into the outside surface until they were poking through this elevator.
Is it just like normal sized nails, like maybe like reaching a little bit in, or is it like reaching far in?
They're pretty big. They're industrial sized things. I like that even the bolts are like an inch in diameter. I would say the nails are maybe like half an inch. They're like big, fucking sharp rods pointing into this thing.
And they're tearing through the metal, not like going through.
Yeah, they're straight through the metal.
Oh, that's metal.
Thanks.
Yeah, again, you hear fucking angry Perry the Platypus ass noise at
It looks like someone made a porcupine of the inside of this elevator.
You're a real consummate professional.
I mean, if you come down here, you'll see it's accurate.
Well, I would somebody
Locke
do
like
that.
pokes his head in. Well,
Yeah, it's true. There are just posts or like bolts and nails and sharp objects pushed through this elevator.
This is gonna be a really weird question, Connor.
It's probably gonna be a weird answer.
All right. So like my sanguine ability kind of involves like I don't know. I see weird pink, animal ghosts sometimes, or whatever. There's remnants of that. Am I able to in any way get some sort of like remnant or vibe from inside of here? Because
No, you do not get a nod tingle when you look at
Okay,
the walls of this
is there
place.
anything else that there's
Did I
really
just
I'm
get
not-
a
You know what?
sixth sense
I've
that
got an
gives me the
idea.
answer? Well, I was going
I've
to
got
ask, is
an
there any
idea.
openings other than...
I think something was tortured and died here. I don't know.
There is
Hey,
like I mean
Key.
there is technically. Oh wait, what are you gonna say?
Think you can hop into this elevator here?
Yeah, Key happily chirps and exits the. I assume they're probably in the drone, like the big
Yes.
Roomba drone. Okay, exits that, which like falls into your hands, and then
Oh.
like re-enters the elevator with more creaking noises to come. And yeah, you can feel the elevator sway for a moment, and then you can hear the like pulleys at the top of it begin to spin as the thing slowly starts to descend. To answer your question, Chris, yes, there is the normal exit and opening at like a literal door on the side. That would be how you would normally use the elevator, but there isn't like a ripped open hole or anything.
Okay, that's a big thing. So, I guess I'm inside you again, Key?
The elevator stops.
I don't know. I mean,
You,
I don't.
you,
I was just.
you not
You
do
know, it's just
that.
I'm not used to this kind of experience. I'm sorry. I won't mention it again.
It's not an experience. It's just it's
It is for me.
okay. All right, fine. I guess.
Okay.
But I mean, like, you're cool, Key. He kind of just looks around the elevator all around him when he says that.
It does not move.
Hey, buddy. Look, I know, I understand, but this is for me, not for him, right?
The elevator begins to move slowly.
So is the goal
Thank
the
you.
top floor? Where? So I mean, like, is there
It's
anything
going
the
down.
elevator could take us? Oh, down. Is there still further down? Sorry,
There
my
are
bad.
yeah, there's a lot, probably a lot further down.
Okay.
The elevator continues to move down. I'm gonna say there are buttons on the elevator. Obviously, one of them has the like symbol of the polygonal shape. That's pretty much obviously like the top floor. And then there is a kind of sprawling like organized grid network symbol. I think it's basically just like a 3x3 grid, and it's the lines that outline that. And then beneath that, there's the symbol of a drill. Locke, you know that pressing this button doesn't actually do anything because you're just telling Key to move it up and down.
Yeah.
But you could tell
Mouse presses
Key
the button.
to go. Yeah, that
I'm
makes
thinking
sense.
he can go down, and then we can access the other floors.
It is not quick. It just keeps going down. You are not sure how much is left.
You kind of just hear, like, in the quiet, Locke, like, humming elevator music.
How many nails are inside this? Is everyone getting inside, or are people like resting on top? Maybe.
That's a good question. Is anyone not going in the actual elevator, but just on the top?
Probably me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Flux goes inside either. I think it freaks her out.
Okay.
Fucking-
I think the people at the top, as the elevator goes down, you see something jutting out of the dirt.
Like
What kind of thing?
Looks like metal, but the elevator is moving past, so unless you stop to investigate, you're not sure.
yeah, can Flux make like a little like wave her hands, be like, hey, let's
Yeah.
check this out. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, Key listens and pauses unless Locke tells him otherwise. Yeah, there is a. It's not like the others. It's a different shape of steel. Or metal or something. You're not sure, but something is poking through the dirt, and it doesn't look like it was. It looks like it has broken through the dirt. It's not like a structure built into it. It's maybe a couple inches across and a couple tall. It's sharp.
Does it look like the thing that flew into the church?
I mean, it's certainly made of the same type of iron, but it's much smaller. It's just a poked rod, or not
Deja
really a
wants to grab
rod,
it.
yeah.
Deja wants to grab it and pull it. Pull it up.
It does not go. You
Oh.
pull, and it's very clearly there's something like behind it, like there's a lot holding it in the dirt.
The fuck? Here, help me. And she might try to like clear some of the dirt out.
Uh-huh. You start pushing through, and it's like a cone of metal. And it just keeps going, and by the surface, it almost looks like a drill.
Bob the Builder lived down here?
She wants to keep going.
Yeah, you
Drills
keep
in a
digging.
mine? That's not that strange.
No, but what is strange is as you use your anchor to dig it out, there's no, like, mine shaft behind it. There is just a drill in the dirt, pushing out, with nothing behind it but more dirt and stone.
Oh. Oh, I don't like that.
Yeah, that's strange.
Knock, knock, knock at the bottom
Oh, I
of the
hate it.
elevator.
Oh, I
bottom of the
hate it.
elevator.
Oh, I gotta.
Oh, hmm.
Yeah, that's not good. So,
Can I attempt to fucking wrench a hole into the bottom of the elevator? Or is this thing like fucking thick as hell?
Why? Why do you want to leave?
I mean,
You-
you're
Why
gonna
do
you would
get
not
access
let
to
the
us.
ghost in?
You
Oh
could
my
definitely do
God.
it. If you used your claw, you could rip a hole in the bottom of the elevator.
Do I?
Yeah, I
Is
would
there
like-
like? Is like my hair on end? Like, do I get any? Do I have a nod tingle? But like, actually,
not
do I
get
feel
a-
like any?
No.
No
It's not gonna-
adrenaline. Like,
I mean, if you're fucking scared, you get that. Yes.
well,
Which I think
Catch
you
the
are.
character through Spider-Man.
Listen, I am a character. My character Flux is
You are a
intrinsically
character.
aware of her place in the food chain and knows what it feels like to be hunted. Do I feel anything like that right now?
I think you are scared.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I
Yeah,
mean-
Flux is like trying to like if people are trying to like open the bottom of the thing, I think she's like grabbing people's,
Locke does
like,
not believe in
arms.
ghosts, and now he's worried that someone might be trapped. So
I'm telling the spirits are down here.
I think Deja is just going to continue.
Mako's
If
gonna
she can-
continue down.
Locke,
Yeah, I think
you dig your jaw into the metal floor of this elevator. And the knocking continues as you do. And you wrench the jaws closed, and the moment it pierces through the floor, the knocking stops.
Okay.
It wants to be let in. I don't know why you want to let it in. I think you should.
Um,
We should just keep going down in the elevator. I don't think that you should open up the elevator.
surely it's like a mechanical thing, right?
Preemptively, could I go ahead and are the elevator doors shut tight? Am I able to pry them open at all?
You could pry them open, especially if you use your ability.
That's what I was going to do. Yeah, could I use my ability to push it open?
Yeah,
Pull it
does it
open.
look like anything? What do you do?
I mainly put one hand on, and I will use my strength, what little there is, to aid the ability. But I'll put one hand on the edge of it, and I'll put my other hand on as far to the left as I can to get leverage to pull, and I'll pull like that.
Anyone directly watching feels like a nod tangle. No, feels
I'm going to die.
feels like a flow of energy in the moment, but only those who are directly looking at it as it happens. Yeah, something enters Mouse and then leaves him, and the door slides to the side. And behind it
Oh no!
is a hand.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
Connor. Immediately, can I just slam this shit again?
Yes, you do, and the hand gets caught on the door, comes out of the dirt, and falls to the floor, and it's an empty gauntlet.
Like to a shell?
Not quite to a shell. I think, Locke, are you next to it?
Yeah.
Without rolling, you can tell this is not a shell. This is a diving suit, and there is a difference. One is made of steel, and one has blood flowing through it. This is a inert piece of metal. They are slow, and they are cheap, but they do technically work underwater. There is no sign of blood or flesh or anything on the inside of the gauntlet.
Is there dents anywhere on the gauntlet?
I would say so. It looks like the fingers were dented, like as if they were pushing against something impossibly hard. And there is dirt on the inside of the gauntlet.
Hmm.
And the suit is empty, or is it just the gauntlet?
The door is closed. You're not sure.
Okay.
I mean, I can open it back up real quick.
Do you?
Yeah, could you?
I'll open it back up.
No! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Because Mouse had a little jump scare, but he's like, "Oh, it's nothing." I was overreacting.
I will
He's gonna
say
open it
this:
again.
y'all have never seen Flux scared before, and she looks like a cat whose hair is standing on its end. She is physically so scared and uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For some reason, Mouse, it's harder this time. You use the same ability, and the door does move. But there was something grinding against the door as you open it, and there is a partially ground up diving helmet pushed through halfway through the dirt that was not there before.
So there's something inside the dirt. I mean, it makes sense. The drill is pushing up out of the dirt. There's things trying to get inside the thing. So there's something drilling through the dirt like a mole. I think there's a fucking mole out there.
Mole?
A ghost mole?
What else can dig around like this?
Water?
I don't know. I don't study my monsters in my free time like a good
I mean, you guys
monster
could send a
hunter.
message to Samson. Oh, wait.
I know! I was literally thinking that. I can't even Google.
Nope, we're not allowed to Google. GM took our Google away.
There's no signal to Google.
I don't have any knowledge. I mean, I've fought a lot of monsters. I've eaten a lot of monsters. I've never heard of
So
anything
Connor,
like this before, right?
Are both the doors wide open right now?
I think one is. I think you probably
Okay.
attracted one door to the wall. You know.
Okay, I'm gonna like with my hand on my right hand on like the side of the unopened door and my left hand on like the edge of the open one. It's just like a wall of dirt in front of me.
Yeah. It's like stone, to be clear. It's not like loose dirt. At this point, it's gotten quite hard.
Okay, I'm gonna knock on the dirt.
Oh
Stone.
my god. Okay.
It's like a quick knock, 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 and I'm gonna step back as soon as I do it. Like doom, doom, doom.
Yeah. You guys are quite far from the top of the elevator, but you can hear the twanging noise of the cord being touched, moved, sawed.
No.
The floor drops beneath you.
No.
The elevator moves not that quickly through the water, but it is very clear you are no longer tied to the surface as the elevator drops out from beneath you.
No.
Jeez.
Fuck.
That's no fun. Would it be better to be inside this or outside this? I mean, so I think the big issue is that we're about to be. Oh, we can swim up to each other, or swim down
Yes.
to each other.
Again, you are in water. This elevator is not plummeting down at terminal velocity.
Oh,
I mean, it is
okay.
technically at
Yeah.
terminal velocity, but it's at terminal velocity of pushing water through the tiny cracks on the outside of the elevator. It's only moving like max fucking 10 miles an hour.
Mm.
It's not much faster than it was when the cord was just loose. If it were falling through open water, it would be faster, but it has to push the water around the cracks. There's like very fast flow around the edges of the elevator that's like kicking up the dirt, and the like stone and debris is starting to muck up the water and making it harder to see as you guys push down and down.
Oh, yeah, Flux is not like this. Flux is not like this.
From
Um,
from the side of the elevator, on the opposite side of where the door was, you hear knocking.
No! Stop it!
So it's
PL.
so there was noise on top of the elevator, noise on the bottom, noise at the door, noise at the back of the elevator.
So every side, essentially.
And it was the first time we heard it, it was like on the other side of the hatch, right? Like inside.
Yes, it was inside the elevator at first.
That's fucked up.
Oh boy. Are we getting spooked?
The elevator
Hmm.
passes an empty gap. What should have been essentially like a hatch that locks in with the elevator, but you can see it's like halfway open. There is a dark steel structure, wrought iron, that forms a door that should have latched with the elevator, but the elevator starts passing it by. Does anyone stay for it?
I mean, I'm still outside of the elevator, so.
Yeah, you would have to
Well-
claw to the edge of the dirt to like stop yourself, or swim very hard, but it's gonna be difficult to swim like this
I mean,
with the flow of the
that's
water pulling you down.
that seems like an interesting place, and the elevator has something on it. And I don't think I'm going to be a fan of it.
Yeah.
So I'm going for that door.
Yeah, yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah,
We out of this bitch.
hopefully.
You get out, and the elevator begins to fall down, and
Hmm.
I want you guys to decide who's the last one to leave the elevator.
I
I
think
thought you was the
Mouse.
first
The
one. The
elevator.
first one's Flux.
Yeah,
I think-
Mako and Flux are at the
Can't
top,
afraid
so it's
no
not them.
ghosts.
Fuck it. Just make it
I-
Deja.
I was going to say it could be Deja. Mouse is very curious.
She's the least scared.
I mean, I don't know.
Mouse literally
ain't afraid
doesn't
no
have much
ghosts. It's
fear.
gonna be something that he can handle.
I would say
Mouse-
P is also in the elevator, I guess, too. So you gotta
Mouse
consider
has
that.
curiosity, not much fear. The ghost story thing is more of like I get to experience a ghost.
Who's the last one?
But
Deja,
I mean, I was gonna say
Deja.
okay, fine.
I'll wait for Locke to get out, but I'll follow Locke right back.
Okay.
I would
The
say
door's the clear
Locke
way
can
forward.
be a part of the next elevator. He can be the last one a part of the next elevator.
Deja,
I want to get kidnapped by ghosts.
No, you
you
fucking
don't see it, but something pushes through the wall, breaks the steel, and swings towards your foot. It's some kind of hooked piece of iron. It looks like a rebar taken out of concrete. I need you to roll for it to not clasp around your leg.
Okay. Sick.
I did mention before that I was keeping an eye on Deja. Do
Yes.
I
That's
see what's
true.
going on?
Yes, you can add a dice.
Okay.
Only you.
Yep.
Okay.
Muscle.
Oh, I'm gonna make my first actual roll.
I am going to try to add stream catchers because I'm going to try to lunge for whatever's happening as
Absolutely.
fast as possible.
Absolutely.
I think if I think her goal is, as it is with most things, is to hit it with her anchor, and swat it away. Good gravy. No. No, I'm just trying to avoid things. It's just less about.
Add stream catchers.
Oh shit, you right. We have fucking shit.
That's not a lot of stuff.
No, I agree with you, Connor.
If you hit stuff, isn't Butch Butcher a part of that?
This is part of that.
I think I
You
would have
cannot add that.
destroyed this roll.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't feel like it worked here. That's why I had the.
Damn.
I know.
Yeah, you would have to hit never mind.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I think that's kind of all she's got.
Wait,
Like,
I.
I don't know. Like, I don't think anything else here concrete.
I should have been the
Waiting,
last one. I
like,
think I could.
shut the.
At
Deja,
Yeah.
do I
Don't
say
die.
this in
Don't die.
VC or do
yeah,
I say...
no, just say it out loud.
Okay. Go delete stream catchers, or can I still use stream
Oh
catchers?
no. Deja, use your stat a loose end.
Actually, you right. Hey, fair enough. Okay, this is gonna go great, everybody. All right, I'm gonna do it now.
Wait,
See
hold
how it
up.
goes. Oh. This is gonna go great.
You're good so far. Is that all you got?
Yeah.
All right, on go. 3,
Uh-huh.
2, 1, go.
Oh, hey, it goes to defender! Defender!
The rebar rips through the side of the elevator, pinning it in place, and there's this like torn off hook at the end of it. And for a second, it wraps around your foot and starts pulling you to the wall, and then Mako grabs your hand and just barely manages to rip you up using the force of water that is like pushing up through the sides of the elevator. And you barely manage to get out as this like this rebar hook pierces back through the elevator and disappears into the stone dirt beyond, and the elevator begins to pass back down.
Shit. Hey. Hi. Thanks.
You all right?
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Mako.
Could have been worse.
Yeah.
Could have been a lot worse. Come on.
Flux has the personality shift of a cat whose tail is flicking annoyingly. And she whips around and is not paying attention to what's happening.
Okay. So there's something. And it doesn't
I
like
said
us.
there was something.
Yeah, yes, Flux.
And
I
none of
said
it
there was a mole.
Once again, we've litigated the mole thing.
Just because I don't act like you guys doesn't mean that I'm not smart.
Flux, I don't think any of us don't think that.
Let's go.
Oh. Okay.
No like movement that we can visibly see like in the stone or dirt around us, right, Connor?
No.
Okay. Well, nothing to do but move forward then.
Okay.
You guys open the hatch into the into something.
Is there knocking on the other side?
You say that out loud.
No, but she'll listen to see if there's knocking on the other side.
Knock.
Are you serious?
There's something on the other side.
Oh my god!
Well, it's better to face it than have it hiding from us, right? As long as we know where it's at, we should just open the door.
Oh,
God damn it.
Fuck you.
Yeah, big fuck you.
Yeah, what?
Only Saturn and I understand that.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Is there...
Oh, go ahead.
Well, I'm just like, is there any kind of roll we can make to like... we don't have any... We're not able to like use like... We don't have like x-rays or anything. Like, are we able to
yeah, just turn on your
discern
sonar
anything?
function in your suit.
I still have Eclipser active on all of us.
Yeah.
For the record. So none of us emit light, and if it requires light to see, it cannot.
I was
see
about
us.
to say, if it's digging through the dirt to get us, I don't think it uses light. I think it uses
I don't
sound.
think so either. But you know,
Um,
here we are.
which it's knocking. The knocking is weird. So it knocked on the back of the elevator. We exited, and then it got Deja. Last.
You get me. Thank you.
I mean, I think we should open the door. Is there like a button? Or right, obviously, power's fucking out.
I am not the first one in.
Any heavy hitters want to want to open up the door?
I'll open the door.
Just
Fuck it.
yeah.
You rip the door open, and beyond it is black steel and white plastic plating that has long since been turned red by the rust in the water. You rip open that door, and beyond it is actual structure, not just mine. But there are like deep hallways and doors to the side, and at the end of that hallway, it looks like it opens up into a room. And there are like signs here that are still legible, and they're like OSHA safety signs, talking about trying to like make sure that there like is securing loads and tying yourselves to things and doing checks on your suits to make sure that there is no breaches before you get through the water locks and things like that.
Can I just like take a step in and then do a quick like tap 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 on the floor?
When you do, right below where your hand was, a like jagged piece of steel slowly inches its way up through the floor.
Like under my hand?
Yeah, like right where your hand was.
Does my hand touch it?
Does it?
Can I say yes, and then can I ask how far away that elevator is?
Yeah, you touch the piece of steel, and the elevator is not that far away.
Yeah, the last thing I marked is that. So, Connor, can I make that happen?
Yeah, you don't have to roll for it. The sharp piece of steel flies out from the floor. People barely dodge out of the way as it almost scratches their suits, and it flies back into the elevator shaft and then down the hole. To anyone else, it looks like the fucking ghost moles just launched a fucking projectile at you guys.
Yeah, Flux is essentially running circles on all fours around
Oh my
the room. Like a loud noise.
On all fours is crazy.
Heal.
She's literally just like, this is the worst thing ever.
Yeah, this place is like barely held up with like huge steel trusses that are running across the ceiling. It's very clear that they are holding up the earth itself above them.
Okay. Did I take any damage from it touching my hand?
No.
Okay. With that being said, I kind of look at everyone as like, we should move quick. I think it's going to be on us any second now.
Yeah, sounds good.
Don't touch the ground.
Make
Don't
can I
touch
get
the
some
ground.
light in here? It clearly doesn't need it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I create a ball of light.
The
And I
Eclipser
release
Shadow.
everyone's-
Yeah. The Eclipser Shadow kind of disappears, and some large lights that are on Mako's suit get channeled into her powers, her Savinic powers, and are like pushed around the place. Also, Mouse, when you previously worked with Mako, she was not a Savine. But now she is moving light around, and at this point it becomes clear it's from her.
Oh, that's interesting. I don't say that out loud. I think that in my head.
Totally.
I think that in my head.
I think that in my
I sound
thought
like this in my
maker.
head too. This is my inner voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what it's meant to be like.
Of his inner mind.
Yeah. So light kind of plays out around you, and it like warps in the water, creating like semi-caustics against the walls. Yeah, and I think one of the signs that is on the walls that is attached with like a bolt to it, you can see the bolt slowly unscrewing until the bolt falls, and then the sign falls fluttering through the water a moment later. There are doors to your left and right, and there is an open space at the end of the hallway forward.
Hmm. Well, flip a coin.
Fuck it. Deja just takes the right one.
Yeah,
You
follow Deja.
Okay, you open the door to the right, and it is a office, and there is a terminal that is here. And I think at this point it becomes pretty clear that like this specific area was not supposed to be filled with water. The elevator shaft probably was, but the thing that you passed through, if you look back, you can see there are some broken open airlock doors. And the reason you know this is there's paper. There's like paper and electronics that are obviously ruined by the water here.
I see. Okay, so what? Some fucking creature fucks a whole mine up? Surely that's just something that they were ready for, right?
It could be more than one.
I saw that. I feel like that breath dragon thing. I feel like that could have
The
really
breathless
messed up a
flame.
bunch of people in a
Yeah, but that wasn't anywhere near
mine
this.
like this. Well, I know, but I'm saying like I feel like from the things that we've seen, I don't know, could fuck up a lot.
Hmm.
It seems to
Is
have
there-
something to do with metal. Like, do we? Sorry, Flux says. I don't know. You know what? No, Flux doesn't say this, but this is Catherine talking. I think that there's something having to do with fucking metal because metal's like being controlled or whatever with the freaking hand, and also metal is coming through the dirt into our lives, and also the metal was thrown at the church, so there's got to be like a metal monster.
Connor, I have a plan.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So my how many lodestones do I have? First off.
I think you have one on each hand,
Okay.
and they encompass
going-
like your entire wrist area. You know what I'm saying? Like a Wonder
okay.
Woman style.
Gotcha. So I'm gonna touch one hand,
Uh-huh.
and can I just let it drop and hit the floor,
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
away from everyone else? I'll make toss it. Okay.
Yeah, it knocks against the floor. And the kind of like hollow area of the lodestone, because it is essentially like a penne noodle. It is a hollow cylinder that falls to the ground, and when that happens, it sticks upright, as if something is holding it from the inside.
Okay. Can I pull it back to me?
When you pull it, when you pull on it, and you kind of like get closer to it, it stops being held, and it immediately falls to the floor.
Interesting.
Are we able to check the terminal that's in here?
It is pretty water damaged.
Oh, I forget. Was there like a chip or something we can take? I turn to Locke and I ask, is there like a chip or something we can take from here that we could bring back?
Yep.
You know, something inside of
Oh.
the computer. Data.
Oh,
Locke, do you start looking?
yeah. Yeah,
I
maybe.
wouldn't know where to look, but I'll try.
I will
Good
say
thinking,
that in the
Flex.
background, I'm gonna throw my thing out
Thank
again and
you.
let it grab it.
What angle are you throwing it at?
Like just kind of tossing it underhanded out into the middle, so however it lands.
Okay. It lands on its side and just clangs normally.
It clings normal.
SSDs
Yeah.
in this man, or they got hard
Oh,
drives.
so I didn't pick it up.
You start opening the computer. The insides are like destroyed pressure-wise. It's obvious like water flowed through this and started like ripping parts of the electronics down. The computer itself was bolted to the table. And on the inside, you recognize a pretty standard kind of black box. Whatever this computer it was, it must have been connected to multiple others, and it has like a black box backup that is waterproof. You can't use the terminal, but there's probably some data in there. Can't access it right now though.
In the background again, I'm just gonna bring it back to myself, and I'm gonna throw it as hard as I can straight down. Not straight down, but like away from.
Away from you? You throw it as hard as you can?
As hard as I can in the water.
Yeah, okay. You chuck it, it hits the wall at an angle to you, with the kind of like hole end touching the wall, and it sticks.
Oh, what happened?
You throw it, and the hole end sticks to the hits the wall, and it kind of sticks there, and then a nail pushes up through the lodestone, up, and you kind of like angle yourself back, and the moment you were like looking directly down the tube, the thing falls, but the nail is still there.
Okay, so my plan
Something pushed a fucking nail through your wristband.
Yeah, he'll bring it back to you guys, and then show the fucking lodestone to everyone. That's kind of fucked up. Yeah, just I guess be aware. Don't get nailed down.
All right. I don't even know.
You guys, there is another door to the left, and there is and that open space forward.
Deja wants it. She wants door. She wants to know.
She goes to the left door, and you see a bunch of diving suits pushed up against the wall, and a bunch of drills. They're the same drills and same diving suits that you saw pushed through the wall.
Oh my god.
Oh.
The same type, at least.
Looks like they touched the walls.
Yeah, well. Probably try to, like, I don't know.
Flesh, blood? Question mark?
Huh?
Yeah, like, is there? Yeah, I mean, I guess that's. Are there any, like, is there any viscera and
Doesn't
anything?
look like there were any people in this room or in the office.
Oh. Oh. Okay. I mean, despite the obstacles, does the door work?
The you opened the left door,
Oh,
and
okay.
inside
We're
of
on the
that
other-
were the
Gotcha.
suits and the drills.
Gotcha.
Should I do another experiment, or do you guys just want to move? Because I have one more experiment I can do.
Well, explain what the
Sure.
experiment is.
I was gonna throw.
Yeah,
I have
if you
two
wanna try to
lodestones.
figure this shit out.
I was gonna throw them at 2 different points. I'll just do that. I'm gonna grab both of them, and I'm gonna throw them at 2 different points, and like one directly right of me, one directly left of me.
Yeah,
And
you throw them both. One of them hits sideways and bounces off the wall. One of them hits kind of like hole first against the wall and sticks for a second, but then drops off.
okay, then I'm get them back both to me, and I'm gonna do the same thing. Both hole first, flat end, right? Not on the side.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and control it to my.
You throw both hole first. They both stick to separate walls, hole first, and they both get like lodged there for a little bit.
So either we're dealing with something. Sorry, how to get the parch in my throat. Either we're dealing with something very large that covers a lot of area and can nail things, anything like that, or it's many monsters that are attacking as soon as impact is made.
A nail pushes through one of the glass of the diving suit near you, and just like slowly scrapes its way out of that glass container until it is flush, and then it stops moving. And then a knife pushes through the arm of one of the others, slowly like phasing out, and the hand of that diving suit starts to twitch.
A knife goes through?
It looks like a utility knife. What?
Yeah, you said the arm begins to twitch?
Yes. The left arm of one of the diving suits begins to twitch. It is the one that the nail and the knife have not come out of.
I don't think that's a good thing. I kind of want to kick the suit against the wall and see if it gets nailed down. See if that stops it.
You kick it against the wall,
Yep.
and it shudders for a moment. And then its arm like twists at a wrong angle, and the helmet begins to bend, and a foot, its foot, takes a step forward, and then another. It's not touching the wall, and it is walking towards you as if puppeted.
Deja would love to hit it with her.
Okay.
You know,
Yep.
I kind of discounted Ghost earlier, but I think we're back to.
Deja,
I'm
the
full
thing
circle.
the thing lunges at you, and it almost looks like fingers are pressing in from the inside of the suit out. You can see grasping hands and the inside of the suit as it flexes and twists, and something twists into that arm, and backwards its fingers begin to grab at you. And you swing your anchor?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh no. I don't like the silence.
I
The
just,
silence is not good. That's not good. That means
What if I
Connor's
just,
thinking.
what if I just crunch the suit?
All right.
The suit's gonna
I'm
try
still
and get
hit.
us to hit the.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Cool.
what are you rolling?
Oh yeah, I got muscle. I got my.
Yep.
I feel like. Am I allowed now to use my butcher?
Yes.
Like, there's something. Fuck it. I'm hitting it. I'm hitting.
Is
to-
Mako still able to help?
I think Adesia was acting very quickly about
yeah,
the
she
whole
really
smacking
was.
thing.
There wasn't really a lot of like.
I mean, I could argue
It was,
that
more,
maybe
it was more of like a goddamn thing.
since I'm close and
God,
was the one that fucking pushed, I could try and help with a fucking knocking it off balance with a lodestone. All it tries to chase down you.
It was more of a goddamn thing trying to hook my fucking leg. Now I'm just gonna hit.
Oh, hey, Queen of Grudges.
Yeah.
Yes, because it grabbed your leg. Yes.
Could I
man.
help with a lodestone or not?
No, I think you were just throwing your lodestones. I think you've got get a moment.
Alright, me roll. Yippee. It's just 3 coin flips and.
All right, on go.
And 3.
3, 2, 1, go. Holy fuck!
Oh my god.
Holy fuck! Deja, you swing your anchor at it, and the thing grabs the side of the anchor, and its arm twists the wrong way until the anchor comes out of your hands, and it begins to push further towards you. And it presses a hand against you, and in the space between where your body is and its hand, you feel a nail pressing into your suit, digging through metal, and then into your lung. Lose some
sick.
fucking stats.
Yeah. Awesome.
Up to 4. You have to give me at least 4 points of shit that you lose. You lost by 4. I got a 5. You got a 1.
Well, in the interest of God, from the dice I rolled,
From the dice you rolled.
there's no good combination.
Shout out. This was me last session. I
lose
feel this
minimum
so bad.
5 here. I lose minimum 5.
Yeah, you don't have 2 2s to give away.
Yeah. Okay. All right. It's Queen of Grudges and Butch. I have to keep my muscle.
Yeah, it does that, and you gasp as your suit tries to repair itself around the edge of the nail, and eventually it gets expelled. But you can feel yourself bleeding down your chest, and a little bit of water squeaked in, and like a laser pierced against your flesh and ripped a little bit into your endo suit, and you're fucking scared. You grab your anchor up off the floor, and the thing is still moving and twitching. But as you're not swinging your anchor at it, it kind of like turns to the others. Yeah. I think that is Deja's turn. Because I think we're in fighting now.
She mad.
Oh, we're
Mako-
fighting now.
Mako acts
Oh.
quick. Mako goes to grab Deja and bring her out of the line of fire.
Okay.
Just away.
I
If
will
that's
actually let
up
you.
the fucking elevator or what, I yank Deja out of there.
I think what you're actually doing is
Wait.
rolling to heal Deja's like terrifiedness and try to give her a stat back. So if you can get a 2 or a 3, you can give her one of those stats back.
Absolutely.
But you're also taking her away.
This is gonna be blood.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
And
And if you're doing that, I want you to also say something.
Okay. This is going to be fish in the water. I'm acting out of fucking what's the fucking word? Instinct. I'm just going. There's not a thought in my brain right now.
Okay.
I would also like to use Slippery Little Guy because I am trying to get Deja the fuck out of there.
Yep.
And it's a tight little space if it's up the elevator. I feel like that makes sense.
Yep. No, I'm with you.
We're gonna use the stream catchers, of course. We are going to fuck my arcane. Yeah. I think that's what I got.
I can see at least one more.
It rhymes with.
Is it what's yours is mine, or is it a loose
No.
end?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna say
You need to get a 2 or 3, or you need to get a 2 or more.
Okay.
Ready? I'm not rolling against you. You're just rolling.
I know. Give me 2 seconds.
I'm gonna go slow.
I got a PS2.
Come on, Deja. You can't be doing this now. Let's keep going. That's a 4.
Oh my god.
Damn, if you had gotten one more, you could have healed them both. But still, a 4 is incredible. Okay, Deja, you can heal either aspect.
It's. I mean.
Yar.
I think it's the 3, guys. I feel like we all know.
Wow, that's so crazy.
Okay.
That was a good roll for how much you got 4 out of 5 dice popped up. That's really good. Good shit. Okay, yeah. Deja, you get ripped away from the fight. And Mako manages to put a little bit of yourself back in you. Yeah, okay, that's Deja and Mako done. The thing is like twisting around and looking in the room. It takes its turn now. I think it looks to see who is most scared.
No.
And it goes for Flux.
No! I already knew that was coming! God damn it! I'm sorry, Flux, I put my fear onto you. It's not your
Can't eat
fault.
metal.
Well,
You can't eat metal.
Okay, I'm back. What did I miss?
It's going for Flux. And Mako managed to heal an aspect of Deja's.
I have one question about combat. Is there in any kind of turn order, or
So,
what you?
Yes, normally yes. Essentially, how it goes is if you look at the top, you can see y'all's names are slowly getting grayed out.
So okay, acting, and then next turn you go act again.
Yes, exactly. It is
Okay.
taking its turn in the middle of y'all's order, which is not normal.
Okay. Okay. I have an idea.
It's currently active.
After attacks. Yeah, after attacks, I have an idea, but we'll see.
okay, I'm trying to dodge muscle.
That makes sense to me.
I have been trying to not become prey this entire time. May I add
I think that
to
works,
not
yes.
become prey?
Yes, that works here.
I will almost say that my anxiety and my animal fear, my primal fear, is what's making me physically even better right now. Can I use in a nutshell? Because I've been acting crazy this entire time.
Yes, specifically because you were on your fucking all fours. You're using that
Yeah.
to throw yourself away.
Thanks.
I'm most powerful when I'm not myself.
Oh, yep. I need to. I'll add my. I'll add one of my enhancements, but I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do first. Let me. Can I add food chain as well, since to not become prey, or?
No, I think food chain works against you right now.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Okay, yeah, most powerful when I'm not myself. I'm going to use, my favoriteest thing of all time. May I use the anemone?
Yes.
To okay, thank you.
That is
So I'm using-
specifically, yeah.
So that would be. Would that be Monster Mash?
That's
Is
Monster
that what
Mash
that
and
is?
Charcuterie Board.
And charcuterie board. Okay, beautiful. Okay, I'm doing really good at it actually. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dice, and then
My pact? Question mark.
Honest to God, Flux felt
Nah,
like
yeah.
y'all weren't listening to her the entire time, so I
Yeah.
don't think she would use that.
Yeah, you know that's so fair.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
anyone's helping, so.
Nah. Okay, so I shall roll. Okay, better than I would have thought.
Okay.
Just
Connor.
don't roll another 5.
Trying to decide whether this one counts. I think it doesn't.
Yay!
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it dashes towards you, and its limbs twist in terrible ways, and you can see like fingers like pressing up against the calves of the semi-flexible suit. As it like dashes towards you and utterly misses.
Beautiful. Yeah.
That is its turn.
Okay. May I go next just to slash this thing and like
Makes sense to me.
yeah. Okay. It would be muscle. To not become prey, I would say again. I'm like shifting it to try to be a predator.
Okay.
Most powerful, I'm not myself, so I'm gonna use my thingy. I don't know if I could add food chain, because I'm trying to put myself at the top, but I still think that I'm very scared, so maybe not.
Yeah.
Okay, Monster Mash, Charcuterie Board, Rip and Tear. And I'll use my eel jaw to just, yeah. You've got to be shitting me.
Is that a 0?
Yeah.
That's a 2.
Okay, that's fine.
You go for it. The jaws miss it as it kind of like goes limp and just falls, and then the jaws like go where it was, and then it reanimates and like starts popping up towards you. And then it essentially just like fucking hugs you. It wraps around you, and between its chest and yours, you feel a like a bolt screwing through your suit. And you try to like back up, and it holds onto you until the bolt keeps going and like starts to press against your sternum, pushing it in, and you feel something crack. And eventually, you manage to get out of its way, but you can feel like the middle of your chest is fucked up, and there's a bolt hanging out of your suit.
Oh my god, that's awful! Yeah, whenever any of that is happening, Flux does not make a sound, but she is just like moving and like raving, like
yeah. I don't think it quite like broke a bone, but it is like
not feel
pressing
good.
against your body. Yeah.
Okay.
Boy,
I
Did I
got
lose something, or I forget how health works.
You lost by 2, so you have to give me a stat that you rolled that is at least a 2 that you get rid of.
I'll
to not become prey.
so.
I'll do that.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Could,
You want to pray here.
Yeah.
Could Mouse take his action?
Yes. Middle mouse click the number.
Thank you. I know you saw I was struggling.
Right,
middle mouse, you say?
Middle
Middle
mouse.
mouse.
I'm the
and
top
it is mouse
mouse.
turn. Yeah. All right. Mouse. Yeah. It somehow managed to push a bolt into Flux's shell.
Okay.
And then it like stumbles backwards against like half of its body goes limp for a second, and you stop seeing things pushing in on it until it like kind of reanimates. You're behind it. What are you doing?
So I have a question too. Okay. Okay, I got one major question and then a follow-up minor question. Major question: at any point, does all points of contact from this suit ever leave the metal around it?
Does not seem so.
Okay. I'm gonna try and get on an angle. I'm gonna try and put one of my hands on the roof, and then I'm gonna put my other hand on the suit, and probably the back of the suit, fully understanding that I'm probably going to take damage for this. He's going to make sure it's flat against and tries to attract the whole, nail bullshit.
Okay, I will straight up just let you take a damage in exchange for succeeding in doing what you're trying to do here.
Oh, in exchange for just succeeding?
Yes, you take a
Okay,
damage
yeah,
and succeed if you want.
I'm trying to get the suit off, any point of contact from the surface at all.
Yep.
Okay, and I'll take a point of damage, and that's going to be 2.
Yeah. What stat are you getting rid of?
Oh, it would have been something I would have been using.
Yeah. So just tell me something that makes sense.
Things just fall in place. I was going to make them fall upwards, so I'll use that one.
Okay. Yeah. You do that, and you learn something. It floats away from the floor, and even in midair, it still is writhing.
Oh.
So it does not have to be connected to the floor or the ceiling. And then it hits the
writhing.
ceiling. But when it does hit the ceiling, it looks like it gets a little bit reinvigorated. It looks like something pushes into it further, and it manages to try to right itself, and is now standing on the ceiling.
Okay. Well, I am going to try as long as I can. I'm going to try and maintain holding it on the ceiling.
Okay. I'll let you do that. Yeah, it's like struggling to push its hands up, and it is kind of stuck prone on the ceiling.
Oh, I got a question. During that whole thing, I know I got drilled when I touched the guy. Did I get drilled when I touched the roof?
No. Well, I think what happened is you touched it, and when that happened, a nail, it didn't just push through into your shell, it pushed all the way through your fucking hand bone and then out the other side. There is a nail just in your hand now.
Yeah, it's fine.
Uh-huh,
Mouse kind of does that, and he kind of looks at the crew and says, "Unless we figure out something, we should skedaddle. I don't think fighting this thing straightforward is what the answer is going to be."
So is the implication that is the implication that there is something in the suit?
Don't know.
If it's right, it could be like nerve endings where there's something left in it for a little bit in midair, but as soon as it touches the flat surface, it reinvigorates. So if we could maintain it still in the water for a significant amount of time, we could test that. But how do we do that?
Could I potentially see? I'm gonna have to ask this. Can I send Key into the suit without using my stun?
Yes.
I want to do that.
Okay. You push Key into it, and I need you to roll.
Okay. All right. Let's see here. I got key and lock and key. Can I use lockdown? Because my intention is to have Key try to hold it in place suspended.
Yes.
Okay. A wrench is better used by its owner because whatever is inside the suit is not the owner of the suit.
That does not work.
Okay, fair enough. Why I don't hold back? People have gotten fucking injured, destroyed.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. think it's like, would I use like brain since I'm coming up with this plan kind of on the spot?
Yeah, I'm okay
Or
with
would that
that.
be nerd? Okay. And can I use the environment suit? Can like
In the environment, the stat suits that
yeah,
you've just
yeah,
noticed. Yes.
yeah. Okay.
Are you ready?
All right.
On go.
Yeah, I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about,
Hey.
baby. That's what it's all
Locke,
about.
you take a step forward. Key exits the drone, shoots towards the suit, and something strange happens that you've not seen before. Key, like, at the first, bounces off the suit, and then, like, pushes harder, and the instant that Key enters the suit and their 4 neo-sanguine eyes kind of pour out from the like glass of this diving suit, it goes utterly and completely limp.
Okay.
Yeah, the room goes silent again. Its limbs just kind of dangle, swaying slightly in the water of this, like the water current of this room. It is still stuck to the ceiling, but it is completely limp. Nothing is happening.
Okay. Could I potentially have Key like disassemble the suit?
Yes,
Open it?
absolutely. The latch at where the helmet is pops open, and if possible, it feels like the suit goes even more limp. And the helmet falls to the ground, and the suit is empty.
Yeah, I think you might be onto something about this ghost thing.
There are scratches at the inside of the suit.
Oh.
I hate that. I hate that. I hate that.
Think ghosts make those?
I think
I mean,
I would like
we are monster hunters. Could we make like a any kind of like knowledge check or like
an arcana check.
any kind of check to see if we recognize the signs of any monster that might know of?
I will absolutely let you make a roll to try to glean something here.
Okay.
Who wants to make the roll? And anyone can assist now. We're out of combat for now.
I'm gonna see what I could potentially get. I got my brain is 2. Work with what you have. We have a bunch of pieces. We just need to put together. Ears to the wall. I would argue.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Uh, flinch free. I've been pretty fearless and just daunting to investigate every piece of evidence I could. And I've been flinching to put my own body at harm.
Yeah. Yes. Specifically because you took a damage to try to learn something.
And then I think that's all I got, which would be a 2, a 3, a 2, and a 3.
Okay.
If anyone has anything better.
You're gonna need to succeed with at least a 2. So I think someone should help you.
I'm not smart, but I do know monsters well. Could I help in that way?
Can you?
I think I can. I don't
What's that?
know. What would that be? I mean, I would argue food chain because I have a wide range of things to choose from, so it's kind of figuring out where this fits.
You ever
in the
hit a ghost
mix.
before, kid?
I have one as well that I need to argue.
I'm gonna say not food chain.
Okay.
Oh my god, ghost in a nutshell. Sorry.
Could I do in a nutshell?
Why?
Because I'm what the
Crazy?
fuck's his name? Yeah, I'm crazy. I'm oh my god, what's his name? I'm Charlie Daying this shit.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Cool. Add in a nutshell, friend. Go ahead.
Okay. Anybody else
Can-
want to help?
Can I add
Go ahead, Locke.
can I add QA testing because of
Ooh.
prior hunts?
Give me a better explanation.
Like in the way that kind of like an intuition from hunting other wild, different, like sanguine or non-sanguine
Remember
monsters.
that QA testing is specifically like an emotional stat, and it's about people.
I mean,
I will argue mine now.
okay.
I would like to add what's yours is mine because I am giving whatever knowledge that I have, my knowledge is his. And I'm just spitting out, okay, what do I know about this thing? It sounds like this, it sounds like that. Just random shit that I'm throwing out.
Yeah, I like that.
I mean, would Log not be able to just give me the straight brain help with just knowledge?
You definitely could.
Yes, yeah.
I was gonna say,
Could
Deja has a 1.
Hey, well, a 1's better than a 0.
Can
Sure.
I potentially use top shelf engineer just in the sense of like, okay, it probably isn't a normal non-metaphysical thing, but like maybe I could try to help explain it in a normal way? Like there's like there
Yes.
could be potentially okay.
Top shelf engineer.
Theoretically, go back to Deja real quick.
And I'm gonna be clear. You can only use one of those stats. You can't give brain
Yeah.
and that.
Yeah.
I got the one.
Whichever one.
Could
I like that.
Deja
I like that
not
more.
use something like Echo Echo to see if any of her past lives have
Yes.
heard about it?
Yes. Use Echo
She
Echo.
could. Whoa.
Okay.
See, we may not have Google, but I got some.
Okay, you said the goal is a
We
2?
have
The
we
goal-
have the encyclopedia.
I will give you something if you get a 2. I will give you a lot if you get a 4.
Okay. I got a 5.
Oh!
Oh my god!
Yeah!
That's what it's all about.
To
Oh,
your
wait, you were saying?
to your side, Deja drops to her knees
Fuck.
and begins
Sorry.
to mumble. Deja, you find yourself falling, darkness. You hit the ground. There is no light. Suddenly, neo-sanguine water pours over the waterfall. There are bodies staring at you. They know you. They speak in your voice. They mumble through your lips. We pop back. Mouse. You get a barrage of information around you. Mako telling you about previous hunts, things like this, something haunting, something wanting to be. You hear from Deja in a voice that is hers but does not sound like how she talks. She speaks of things from before, things that mimic the people that once were. Not only do you know that this is a monster, you know what kind. There are phantoms. They are not the souls of those lost, but they pretend to be. They listen to how they die. They listen to how they weep. And they feel the same. And as you do, and as it feels that it has become known, from the steel, something pushes through, and it is a hand, but not a gauntlet. It is black, and it is like rotten flesh, and it is bone and meat that rips through steel, and more come through the walls. They know they are known. You take steps back as the walls themselves become perforated with grasping hands that push through the dirt, through the steel, into their once home, into what they think was their once home. And the camera cuts away.
Oh no.
Yeah, Mouse kind of shares that information, but with like the same effect of like a flashlight under his face in a horror story.
Look,
Yeah,
buddy.
these come by many names. And I think the best one is the Shadows Past.
The shadow what now?
The Shadows Past.
Oh
The shadows past.
no.
Are there any major known weaknesses that I would know from that information?
I think yes. I think in that moment you remember something from a long time ago. Again, you got a fucking 5. Um, and you remember that these shadows, these wraiths, these phantoms that listen to the pain of the people that they are trying to pretend to be, all they want is what those people wanted in their last moments.
Oh.
And the camera cuts away. And we see, for a moment, the dead corpse of Theseus floating in the water, the helmet completely destroyed, a fist punched through that helmet. They float in the water, and the camera pushes farther away, closer to the rim. And we see a spot, a large footprint. And it is not a footprint of a person, but a familiar print of a drake once killed. And in the shadow of that breathless flame drake footprint, a new hand rises from the rim, one made of translucent blue gel with a core of orange, like a sea hare or a sea angel. That hand grips the rim, and something in the shape of Theseus climbs out of the rim. And I think we're done for the night.
Man, oh man.
Well,
Fucking.
Fuck.
What the fuck? What the hell? What the.
hey, Mouse is trying to just join a chill job and get some money, and you guys are fighting like fucking phantoms shit. Like, what the fuck?
Hey man, hey man.
To be fair, your priest league bitch told you to come over here. We didn't do nothing.
But mommy
Hey,
told him to
hey.
join.
Hey,
Yeah.
Hey, Mouse, can we talk about how this person dropped on their knees and started saying a shit? Can we
What?
can we talk about that real quick?
What?
That's what Deja
You're
did.
cutting out.
That's,
Yeah, I can't hear you.
I'm gonna
It's too.
explode.
I'm gonna explode. How's it going? Is this fine? Are we good?
Yes.
Are we back? Okay, we're back. It's the one person that Mouse asked nothing about. Just drops to their knees and starts saying a bunch of random. Just a bunch of like.
Oh yeah,
I don't know.
Mouse plans to ask about that later. Like, hey, so like
Now's not
that
the
shit you
time.
did. That's where the ghost went, right?
That's where the ghost.
God, I fucking wish. But yippee. Oh
Flux
boy.
had so much fun in the beginning when she was messing around, and now she's not having a good time.
I don't know what you're talking about. This is
I
a
like
totally
that- I
normal
like
monster.
that-
It's just a big guys. It's just a big fish, right? That's how the monsters are. They're just big fish.
Yeah, they're just big fish.
Yep,
I like
they're
that
only
it
ever big
seems
fish.
I like that it upset Flux more that we didn't than when Deja was like, "Oh, you have to go swim." Oh, okay, sure. Like that was not really like in terms of like, nah, we're gonna do some stupid like it,
Hey, it was a long
Keep
swim.
cutting out. I'm so sorry.
I think I got the gist of it. Is that you were more upset by having to swim between the church and the port, which, to be fair, is a long fucking swim. And Flux is a fast swimmer.
She is a fast swimmer.
I just wish my stupid fucking microphone worked.
I'm sorry. Hey,
I
it
don't
worked
know
for
if it's
most of the
peaking.
session. to
It
be
might
fair.
just be peaking.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
You check your settings.
every
I
time
would say
I
it's
enable-
a big improvement over not being able to hear you.
Yeah,
okay.
that's true.
Well, you know, I'm glad. Every time I turn on automatic input sensitivity, it fucks me.
Yeah.
It fucks me at some point, and then I turn it off, and then people are like, "Saturn, you are typing on the keyboard," and I go, "That's fair. I have a keyboard." And then I turn the automatic one on, and then it's like, "We can't hear you, Saturn," and I'm like, "Oh, why?"
All right.
Can
I'm
you
gonna
turn
stop
on
recording
Chris?
now.
Oh man,